Pop them.
Some people may find this rude or they may find this wrong, but I think that the only logical thing to do right now is for Arsenal to hand the title over to Man City officially. I think that Arsenal should forfeit and should save all of us anytime. That, my friends, is the most embarrassing attempt to compete for a title race that I think I've ever seen. Chelsea could never. Liverpool could never. I mean, my God, I know I called you little bro. I know I felt that, you had a mental blow and so forth. What Arsenal did tonight was nothing short of embarrassing, disgusting, fruit selling, and bricklaying. And there were actual Arsenal fans that thought that they actually had a hope. I know some Arsenal fans, Nemo, where you are? Because Nemo said that, oh no, we still have games. There's going to win the games at hand.
Bezzy as well, Bezzy.
Bezzy, all those guys. This title is more than over. So guys, we're going to dissect the City-Arsenal game. And also, we're also going to, so after the City-Arsenal, we're going to dissect the City-Arsenal game and we're going to talk about Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea lost again. Yes, they did. We held it on the L. And I just want to have a discussion about Lampard because this is now a very interesting season for Chelsea, and I'm at a loss for words. So I'm at a loss for words. I've shouted enough, I've screamed enough, so maybe it's now down for you guys to say what's up. So guys, like that vid, subscribe if you're new, and what's I going to say again? Please feel free to send in your super chats and your dubs. Your super chats and your dubs is what keeps this channel growing and keeps this channel that extra selling. So please send in your super chats and your Dubinskis. I thank you for your donations, man. So guys, let me just give my extended take because obviously I had my instant reaction, but I just want my expanded take it, then I'll give the floor to everyone else. You see, I knew that would happen, but not to that degree. I knew City would beat Arsenal. I knew Arsenal had no chance to beat City. But I didn't think it would be that easy. That is what is most shocking for me. City winning is not a shock. That's what's shocking. What is baffling me is the pathetic attempt that Arsenal puts forth. Like, really, you could sue the Premier League for false advertising. Like, you could, because guys, that wasn't first against second. I don't care when anyone says that was not first against second. That was a Man City training session, sharpening the tools for Real Madrid and, of course, for United in the FA Cup, because that's a joke. Guys, we're going to have to keep it a stack. Pep and Haaland and City have gentrified this league. We now have Starbucks. We now have what's called Abercrombie and Fitch. We now have, name me all of your bougie stores. They're now fully packed in the Premier League. It's been gentrified. It's been fully gentrified right now. Because, bro, this is going to be 3 in a row now. And guys, that team I saw can win a treble. That team I saw there can 100% win a treble. And if they do win a treble, we could be seeing 3 cigars being smoked by the guy here on the screen right now. But for Arsenal, man, because guys, we're gonna have to cook Arsenal. I know we'll cook Chelsea. Fine, I'm here to talk about Chelsea, but guys, at least we have a league title in recent memory. Okay, at least we've won a league title since 2004. Guys, Arsenal, man, my Lord in heaven. And please, I want to remind people that before halfway through the season, the receipts are here. The receipts are here on this channel. People already gave Arsenal the title before we even reached halfway. Before I said, it's a freaking marathon, guys. Oh no, Arsenal have won. They're too good. They're playing amazing. Look how many points they've accumulated. I don't care how many points they've accumulated. I don't care what's been in the past. It is a 38-game season. And I knew that when the pressure mounts, Arsenal will fold. I'm sorry. When the pressure mounts, I knew Arsenal would freaking fold. So let me come first to your boy Smoke Abdallah, then I'll go around the rest of the room. Ricardo, then Mike. Smoke, talk to me, man. Smoke, did you really think it was going to be that easy?
I know we would slap them. I knew we'd slap them. And I said it somewhere that if City plays at their best and Arsenal plays at their best, we still slap them. Especially at the Etihad. And I told you, like, I think, right, there should be a rule in the Premier League that in the last 10 games, a team has an option to pick a neutral ground instead of coming to the Etihad.
Oh, wow.
I said it, HH. People like, no, HH. The difference between, if you can back it up, it's not arrogance. We've been here before with the great, mighty Liverpool, HH. And I think Brentford put up a better fight. This can't be the team that they were speaking about gassing up the whole season, HH. I refuse to believe that. What we saw there, HH, was men against boys.
Yes.
And I'm only pissed that we only beat them 4.
It should have been 7. Like, let's bro, no lie, Haaland should have had a 5-piece. Minimum 5 goals.
Shout out to Ramsdale, though. Shout out to Ramsdale. He really kept them. He kept the score respectable. You must give him credit for that. He kept it respectable. But HH, if you hit a kid, HH, do you go and talk about it?
No.
Yeah, so I won't say any. I've said enough, HH.
Abdallah, talk to me, bro, and I'll come to you, Patrick.
Can we? It's no longer Spursy. I've renamed something. It is now, because Arsenal, this is the biggest bottle job potentially in history. It is now.
Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. The biggest bottle job is Miracle at Camp Nou.
It is RC. I've thrown the trend now. This is my trademark. It is RC.
Arsenal are not a bigger bottle job than Tottenham.
This is called RC.
Tottenham considered 5 goals in 21 minutes. That's a whole new level.
I'm sorry, no. This is RC. From now on, I'm calling this RC.
Well, you're the only one that's going to be doing it. I don't think that's
you're fine. They're deflecting the amount of shame to London clubs. Yeah, they've taken your place.
But here's the thing, though.
They've taken your place.
Nobody is surprised they lost.
Chelsea would never do this in no matter what position or whatever situation they are in. They would never do that in their entire history, no matter where they are. Yeah. So for me, I think they're the joke of London. They're not the pride of London. They are the joke of London. How could
wait? Hold on. Could you see? You always go to extreme. I know they're bad but they're not a bigger joke than Tottenham. They're not. Tottenham are the biggest joke in world football. So let's just be real right now. Yeah, Arsenal have plans, but
with all the things that you've named, the most points accumulated at a certain point of the season, being top of the table in December and not winning the league.
Abdallah, yes. Did you know why I can't agree? Do you know why I can't agree? Before that second leg at Anfield, there's no chance Barca with Messi losing a 3-0 lead? Hell no. AC Milan are... Actually, you know what? Liverpool always involved. AC Milan are 3-0 up with Kaka, Shevchenko, Pirlo, Stam and everything, and they're not going to win? Of course they are. See, those are bottle jobs because I was convinced. Abdallah, check the receipts. At no point was I ever convinced Arsenal would win this league.
Before the international break, before the international break, they were 8 points clear.
Abdallah, maybe you can't hear what I'm saying. I, at no point, believed Arsenal had won the league or would win the league. So when we say blah, 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 I was never convinced.
No jinx.
Of course, Abdallah, no jinx, because I knew that they're not wanting to 0-4. And I knew that when the pressure mounts, there's going to be total pressure. Because they didn't have, as big as the lead was, they're not as good and as robust a team as that Liverpool team was, and they didn't have a points gap as big as Napoli had. So I don't care whether it was 8 points by Christmas. I still knew that once City gets it right, they will easily run the league. When the pressure mounts, I know City will win. When the pressure mounts, I have questions about Arsenal. I have questions.
This is the thing. A lot of fans have said this over the past few weeks. Being kicked out of multiple competitions, it is not good. Being kicked out of competitions, and it's gonna alleviate pressure, the fixture congestions. You've heard it from City players. They want to be playing every couple of days. It keeps the momentum and it decreases complacency. Just because you get knocked out of Europa League, it's less pressure, less fatigue, etc., etc. You can see complacency, especially from Saka. He's carried the Arsenal for 3 years, and he has no person adequately pressuring him and giving him a kick up the arse. No one. On that side, you've got kickouts for Martinelli. You don't have that for Saka. What? You've got Reece Nelson. So there's complacency. They're comfortable.
No.
I think
yeah.
And I want to talk about one specific player. I want to talk about one specific player who had the mouth. It was a mouthy little shit today, yeah? And who do you think you are thinking you can push around Haaland, yeah? Like, why is he trying to start a fight with Ruben Diaz? I don't know who you are. You're some £50 million flop from Brighton. You've done nothing. You can just cause a fight.
Okay, so let me continue with Patrick. Patrick, what do you say, man? Patrick, what's trash that I just witnessed there? Because Patrick, I was lied to. That was not a top of the table clash. That was embarrassing.
Patrick, tell them about Africa first. Tell them about
It's more African sayings. Come on.
I have one for you. In Africa, they say only a foolish man can go into a lion's den and build a house. These guys, I was on a space today. I only have got a few minutes because my kids are sleeping. But I was on a space today, and I thought to myself, I was like, why are we sitting here listening to an Arsenal fan talking to us? Like, how dared he? I was like, I can have a Chelsea fan talk to us. They beat us in the UCL final, and they win Champions League. And I can have Michael talk to me. He's a Liverpool fan, and other teams. But this guy had the guile to take the mic and talk with chest. That's disrespectful. And I think Arsenal fans forgot completely what City is. I even told him, I was like, my friend, you're coming to the Etihad. You're not coming to your mom's back garden. No offense. I was like, you're not coming to your mom's back garden, you're coming to the Etihad. But this guy was so stubborn. As I repeat again, in Africa, we say you never go to the lion's den and build your house there. Obviously, you know what's going to happen. Yeah. Now,
the line will
before I leave, HH, you're right. I thought these guys were going to put up a fight. I thought the media were hyping these guys as very good. Pep outsmarted Arteta at a point where they couldn't play football. It was embarrassing. I felt bad for them.
No, Patrick, let's be, because A1 came in the halftime space and he made a point. Arteta was freaking stupid. Who gives you the right to think you can go toe to toe with City team? Oh. Do you know the ease with which City kept on finding space and an overload and a counter? Why are you playing such a high line? At least let them play in front of you.
Do you know what he thought? I think he thought that there's going to be the box with Stones the whole time. I think he was aiming that Stones is going to be in the midfield. So I see what he was trying to overload. But then he found, Akanji has been switched. Akanji, by the way, 15 million. Bayern Munich, he pocketed what's his name, Sane. Now he pocketed Saka. No mistake for Akanji. And this is the Akanji who people are saying is a bozo. Yes, he's got moments sometimes, but I've noticed when it's a big game, Akanji seems to show up. Now, before I go, I'm going to talk about two players. Number one is De Bruyne. This man.
You know what? I'm one of the biggest KDB haters. KDB put up a clinic tonight. He put up a clinic. I can't hate.
He does it against Arsenal. Even when he's injured, right? KDB is an evil man. This man can be announced that he's injured last week as soon as it's Arsenal or he's fit to play. I'm pretty sure he plays at 20%. He knows I'm going to dunk anyway. But let's talk about this man, Haaland. What Pep is doing to this guy, let me just say this. Pep, look, the first Haaland I saw when he came from Dortmund, this is not what I'm looking at. This guy is dropping into midfield, getting the ball, playing balls. Like I'm like, is this Haaland? And this guy is Hollywood. Do you know what the announcer said when the match was about to finish? Why is Haaland putting his hair down? This guy was tired of missing. He said, okay.
That was
1 minute
wild,
left.
bro.
1
That
minute
was
left
wild.
in the game.
No. Literally, so like literally, the moment he let his head down, a few minutes later he scored. I was like, that's just crazy. That's just disrespect. That's just disrespect, man.
Yeah, but now let me just say this. It's actually 49 goals and 7 assists. And he's involved in most of City's goals, even when a pre-assist, or if you can count that. This guy is being changed by Pep. I never saw him like this at Dortmund. I never saw him drop deep and get the ball. Even his hold up is better in this game because he wasn't good in other games. I think this Pep guy might create a monster by next season if he continues making him play like this.
Look, it's scary, man. I mean, look for me, as like I put it to the two. I said they've gentrified the league. They've gentrified the league. All right, let me come to Osasuna, Mike, and then Ricardo, and then I'll do a few swaps from guys putting the back. Look, guys in the back, I'll bring you.
I'll see you guys,
Peace out, man.
Peace out.
Osasuna, talk to me. Osasuna, talk to me.
First of all, shout out to Volcano, who are I'm sure Ricardo's watching, are currently teaching Barcelona a footballing lesson. And then
You're about to lose the league, so I don't know what you're talking about, but continue though.
I'm currently pulling off a Mohammed right now, calling from work, just because this match was extremely predictable. It was predictable in the sense that we all knew Man City was going to win. I don't know if there was a single soul on this entire stream that actually thought that someone actually Arsenal would win that game.
Except for Arsenal fans. Some Arsenal fans thought they would.
So if that was the case, and that means, and we see that Arsenal is completely capitulating at the end of the season, they can't deal with this pressure, we always knew they're going to fall. And today we saw, I think, the end of the title charge, because now if City win the rest of their games, they're going to be 4 points ahead of Arsenal, and that's game over. That's game over, and I think the title's over. Today it just showed us, today was the epitome of Arsenal can't handle the pressure, Man City is too good, and Man City will simply win the league every single time unless someone performs a miracle.
Mike, talk to me, bro.
Like I told you in the halftime space, that was like the dream team from 1992 up against Lithuania in the semifinals when the USA won by 50 points. That's what it felt like. Man City absolutely obliterated them. This wasn't a footballing game. That was a training session for Man City. Arsenal didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even lay up the gloves. They just said, we'll come with bare hands. And Man City said, we're coming with all the artillery, the missiles. Go ahead.
But Mike, I mean, is it a case of just Arsenal are just like that, or do you think this is related to the Southampton game? That based on how the Southampton
game,
because
related to the Southampton game, it's related to the Liverpool game, the West Ham game, the Southampton game. They don't look like the same team.
It started from when they lost their Europa League.
It could be that, but to me, I'm just looking at one player from Arsenal, and that's Thomas Partey. I swear, I think it's Jordan Ayew in disguise. I swear it's Jordan Ayew, because where is the Thomas Partey from the beginning of the season? The guy is losing control in the midfield, can't find a pass, he looks clueless out there. There's no tactical brain right there now from Thomas Partey, and he's kind of been the glue for this Arsenal team and the whole midfield. Once this whole Arsenal midfield, like, did Martinelli have a sniff today? Did Saka have a sniff today? No.
Silence, ghosts.
Ghosts. All I just hear is cricket from those guys. But City, CHH, I really like you, right? I've been watching your channel for a long time.
Oh, Mike, don't prank. I just, like, don't bring it.
No.
I was just for vibes. It was for vibes. Don't bring it.
But sometimes when you go at players like KDB, like Haaland, I just know to just let that go past me. Because I know for a fact Erling Braut Haaland just broke the Premier League record. I know for a fact he wasn't just a tap-in merchant like everybody says. He put in the perfect striker's performance. Look, he's not going to do step overs or Zidane turns or anything like that.
He did a bit of a skill, though. That was a bit of a skill. It was defense,
with the quick feet.
Yeah.
But Erling Braut Haaland showed and bullied Holding and Gabriel. Now, look, Arsenal fans will say, we didn't have Saliba. I'll tell you this. If Saliba was playing, he would do the same exact thing because the guy was unplayable today. And KDB showed why HH is a fraud when talking about him because all this guy says, cross merchant, industry plant. The guy is quality.
Mike, how many times does he put a performance like that?
Oh, stop, HH. Come on, bro.
How many? No. Like, when he does that on a consistent basis...
You judge him because it doesn't fit with Eden Hazard getting a World Cup, and it doesn't fit because he got injured against what was it, Chelsea in the Champions League final.
Oh, Ricardo, relax. Ricardo, why are you clapping? Ricardo, relax.
I can guarantee
Oh,
you.
Lewandowski scored. Lewandowski scored.
There we go. When
But
KDB
Michael-
retires, HH is going to praise this guy very highly. But it's now because he plays for Pep. He didn't get Eden Hazard his World Cup
I
trophy.
just
He's
give
going
him
to
his
hate on him.
I just need to add
credit.
something to that.
Wait, no, Mike. Hold on. I've given him his positive and his credit. I'm giving him his flowers and so forth. Why are we talking about negativity? This is the pro De Bruyne thing and so forth.
No, because you have talked so bad about this guy for so many seasons, just saying he's an industry plant when everybody on the panel knows he isn't, except you. You're the only one. But hey, shout out to Chelsea, by the way, because I got to head out. You guys, if Everton win tomorrow, you're 9 points above the relegation zone. 9 points, HH.
Yeah, can you
we
not
might actually
remind
have
us
to
about
start
that,
talking about
please?
relegation for Chelsea, which is crazy to me. But yeah,
Nine points.
As excited,
Yeah,
Lampard is trying to finish the job that could with Everton.
he's actually trying to get two teams relegated in one
Trying to
season.
finish.
He's trying to complete Doi. Actually, that's not even Doi. I don't even know what the heck that is. That's
No, I mean,
beyond
like,
Doi.
Lord only knows, man. Okay, look, man. Let me.
Can I just add something?
Okay, go for it.
Do you know what I realized why you hate two individuals at my club? You hate Pep because he rejected you many times. He's come out years
No, I
ago. and
don't.
said he's
No, I
rejected.
don't. No, I
Second
don't.
of all,
No, I don't.
you hate KDB because he left your club and went on to do better
No, I
things.
don't.
That is
No,
the
I
only
don't.
reasons
Allegedly.
why you hate
And
those
Salah,
two
and
individuals
Salah,
from my
and
club.
Salah, and Salah.
No, I
And
don't.
Salah.
So no,
You
I
hate
don't.
those three. You
Fir-
hate those three because they
first
left
of all,
you and went on to better things.
Dal, I'm wearing headphones, so you don't need to scream in my ears. I don't hate any of them. I just feel that they are overrated. And when they do well, I'll give them their flowers, which is what I did. I gave them their flowers. So there is no hate there. And I've given Pep his flowers in terms of how you've gentrified this freaking league. And he deserves all the flowers in the world. And De Bruyne put on a clinic. I don't think he plays at this level on a consistent basis. But for what he did, quality. Now, do it in a UCL final. Do it in a major final. Then I'll give you the full thing. So, Cardo, talk to me, man.
First and foremost, Michael stole a lot of my points. So I'll be honest, Haaland, his all-around performance today, he looked like a proper center forward out there, dropping deep. The hold-up play.
I mean, it's Arsenal though. So, is there an Arsenal tax to his performance?
Not necessarily. Because we've never seen this in his bag. Let's be honest. Like, we've always called him a tapping merchant. Like, he's always there for the goal scoring, which is, it's true. He's primarily a goal scorer. You can pretty much, he's primarily a poacher. It doesn't matter. He does what he does, and he does it good. But tonight it was different. Tonight, like, his goal scoring ability was actually off, but his overall play was fantastic. Like, in my opinion, this is the best game I have seen Haaland play in a City shirt in terms of all round. Like, there was the game he scored.
Ricardo, remember his best game was against Arsenal, the first like 3
That is true. That is true. But
that was Arsenal, man.
yeah, I mean, like you can say that, okay, maybe the game where he scored 5 goals and then a couple of those hat tricks. I mean, those to me, those are Haaland's best games in terms of displaying his goal scoring ability. But in terms of overall performance, something that personally for me, I hold more weight on, he showed it tonight. And I said it again. I said at the beginning of the season, I said it now. Haaland will break the Premier League record in his first season. Some of you called me crazy, but he did it today. And the way he did it.
I'd like to see that receipt, though.
There's more than enough. All right, bet. Somebody will find it for me anyways. But
nobody find the receipts.
The way he did it, this guy was literally galloping in the middle of the game around like the 91st, 92nd minute, just jumping around with his hair flowing. And then he just decides to break the record. He's like, fuck it. I'm just going to break it right now. Why not? At home, we're already going to win this league. He does it. And that first chance he had when he was dribbling, you see that little croqueta he did?
Did he mean it?
Hey, man.
Haaland's best
hey,
game
man. He was watching Iniesta comps before the game because I have never seen him do that.
Ricardo, can you not put Haaland and Iniesta in the same
sentence?
No,
I'm just saying he took a little passage from Iniesta's 101 dribbling guy. Haaland was magnificent. All right, that's what I got to say on Haaland. And then there's KDB. Look, I know we like to run certain agendas here, but maybe we won't say he's the biggest big game merchant, but he's in the Premier League. He's a big game merchant. Like, no, he's not. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He did it today. He did it against Aston Villa last season when the title was on the line. It doesn't matter. The pressure is high. If if City don't win today, there's no guarantee that they win the league title. But them winning today's game, pretty much puts them a step ahead in terms of winning.
What about ahead? It's over, Ricardo. It's over.
I know, but he needed to perform today to put themselves in that position, and he stepped up. The first goal was brilliant. The first, he took on the defender and he slaughtered home. And then not only that, his dribbling ability today was fantastic, bro.
He was surprising. It was surprising,
He was looking like Messi, just weaving in and out of defenders left, right, and center. Like, I have to give him his credit. He showed it, and today they just wanted him more. Haaland and KDB in specific.
No. But Ricardo, were you disappointed by Arsenal's performance, or is this what you expected?
Oh yeah, no. I was gonna go into the Arsenal. Look. But before
Ricardo, that was it. That was shameful.
Before I clown Arsenal, I just want to get into Thomas Partey real quick because I kept hearing this guy was the best DM in the league, blah 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 blah. I think this pretty much just solidifies that he's not in that conversation. He's never been in that conversation. Rodri didn't win all these Premier League titles to be entertained by a guy that's never won anything, and Casemiro didn't win 5 Champions League and a couple, a Copa America and a couple league titles to be in this conversation with this bum. Like Thomas Partey, he was so invisible that's the reason why Haaland and KDB had a magnificent game. In between that pocket in front of Holding and Gabriel, they just had their fun, absolute fun. They were doing whatever they wanted. There was no defensive midfield there for
Arsenal.
And to me, the person I'm most disappointed in is Zinchenko, because I was expecting a mid-game huddle when they went 1-0 down. This guy just let his team for dead. No huddle, no pep talk. He didn't gather them.
But Ricardo, I think that's
disappointing.
No. You've seen from Zinchenko that he's an emotional merchant. This is the wrong game to play a Zinchenko in, because you could just tell that he literally your old employers just proved to you why they sold you in the first place.
For sure.
It's like,
I mean, and the last like Arsenal, man,
disgraceful. Ricardo, that was disgraceful. I don't care what that was disgraceful.
Like you said, it's a pathetic attempt to kind of, when all the chips are on the table, and bro, to me, these type of games is where form doesn't matter. If you want the title or not, and they showed that they didn't want it enough. And it's like, for example, the most recent example, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Atletico have been by far the best team in Spain this year so far. Barcelona out of form. But what did they do? They stepped up and they won over the weekend. I expected something out of Arsenal. I wasn't expecting them to win. My prediction was 3-1. Obviously, Haaland ruined it at the end. But maybe even a tie could have been something. But none of that. It was boys against men. And then the last thing, Arsenal fans, man. I'm so happy they got humbled, because when they got bounced out of the Europa League, I was told it doesn't matter. We're here for the Prem. We're taking the Prem. Now you're going to end the season with nothing. How are you going to disregard a European title when your club has no history on the European game? I'm sorry, they don't. Maybe on the English game, but that's about it. These guys are going to go home with nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is a great season. I don't know if you can call it a great season.
But Ricardo, let's be real. I mean, I do see that still, but do they get past a Juve, a Sevilla, 11? Arsenal will not win. Look at just how they're ending the season.
No, but at that time, we were talking about the Arsenal mate along with Napoli were some of the best performing teams in Europe. So I mean, it's easier to say it now than saying it then. But look, at the end, they're gonna win nothing. And I don't know, some Arsenal fans will be like, "Oh, it's a great season, regardless, because we were competing, we made progress." In a sense, it's true. But at the end, you're going home empty-handed.
No. But Ricardo, is the thing though. Those Arsenal fans who, before halfway through the season, were saying that we're going to win the title is ours. And there were several people that said this.
With the t-shirt.
Yeah, and also there were several people that said this. For those people, you look real stupid now.
Oh, for sure.
You look really stupid right now, because the way in which you've just at least. That's why I respect Liverpool. Liverpool at least pushed City to the brink. When they were fighting, they pushed it to the brink.
They never got beat like this.
They never got beat like that.
Yeah, and not only that, at the end of the day, man, my manager Pep, man, he's cementing his GOAT status as we speak.
He's not your coach.
Wait.
He's the GOAT.
Let me bring in your boy Arsene Wenger, who I say is an Arsenal fan. Arsene Wenger, what happened to your club? Why did they bamboozle our eyes today, bro?
Hello, everyone.
What? Yo,
That might need to be admitted to hospital.
what?
That
Yeah,
might
I
just be
know-
the worst mic of all
I
time.
know Arsenal fan are suffering, but this is
Yeah.
cold.
I mean, I know things are bad, but god damn, I mean, you just have
It's
to take
not
it out
that
on your
bad, come on.
microphone.
I swear,
Okay, wait, hold
The
on. Before I
guy's
come to
speaking with the Death Star, man.
I know what's somewhere in this league.
Like, other guy's mic was on life support.
Wait, man.
bro, seriously, I'm saying, yo, how is Luke? How's Han Solo, man? Say what's up to Leia, man. Say what's up to Leia. Okay, let's listen to Dubinsky's, man. 14 UCLs. Pep got the Infinity Stone, 2 Infinity Stones left. Guys, before this game, you could look at the receipts. I said this would be the easiest of his Infinity Stones. The harder ones would be that FA Cup final, and I think the UCL final. Do you know what was crazy? City will easily beat Real Madrid.
What?
But
Wait, what?
wait, hold on. Let me land. City will easily beat Real Madrid, but they will struggle against either AC or Inter in the final.
Okay.
I think the easier game will be the Real Madrid game for City, but the harder game for them will be the final. And for United, that's all up in the air. This league, this is always going to be the easiest
Yeah,
door.
man.
Jesus
man,
Christ.
and-
So we're just gonna roll over for City as the defending champ. We're just gonna bend over and be like,
Wilson.
Wilson.
No. Okay, Wilson, can you tell your Madrid fans to stop saying like, oh no, because Wilson, some dude called, I don't know, like I don't know what it's called.
He's an MLS striker.
Wilson, tell your fans that why did you allow a guy from Trump country, a guy from Tennessee, a guy from Tennessee or Mississippi? How did you allow a guy from Mississippi to drop a 4-piece on you? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
the league is done, man.
Okay, look, 14 UCLs. Arsenal was actually the first line of defense.
No, they were not. Come on, man. No, they were not.
Oh, bro, God forbid, man.
We all said it was Real Madrid.
going into any war, if these two are the first line of defense,
I mean, at least
We're
put them in
screwed.
fights, bro.
We're screwed.
Because my thing is that imagine like Real and United, like, is that it?
Oh yeah, I get it now.
You know, that's like, because at least let's Real and be like, okay, to put them in fights. It's like, whoa, what the hell? Like, it's already like literally, they
Well,
should
the
just
first
open
wave
their
just
legs.
went through.
The first wave just went zoom like that. Basically, you know what it's like? You know, like the start of Fellowship of the Ring. You know when Sauron just like zooms all those guys? That's how it's like, man. God damn. NDI. London is literally wow. Oh.
Yeah, all 3 of them. Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal, all you guys are garbage, man.
Yeah, no. Brentford,
no.
they did
Shout
well.
out to Brentford, Fulham. Shout
Yeah,
out
it's
to
true. It's true.
It's
Brentford.
still going trophyless. They're all going trophyless.
Yeah. Oh no. Look. London is down
Yeah,
bad.
London's down bad.
No, see this. London is down bad this year. Look, man. This is a bad year for London, man.
So Manchester has just been dominating, man.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Shout out to your boy Betsy. Oh, Betsy, man. Betsy. I can't make it to the stream. We were schooled and adopted. City showed the difference between mere contenders and real champions. No complaints. We did what we could this season. City are monsters. I think, look, I tried. You know what? You just have to just let people be. But I try to tell Arsenal fans that this is City. This is 100 points. This is 98 points. This is the consecutive wins record. This is the goals record. And you're seeing what Haaland can do. They may look shaky right now. They'll get it right. We know how they can finish to the season. That season, that City didn't win the league, they got over 100 goals. So ever since that first experimental season for Pep, he has done something in this league. And that time that he didn't win, he got 100 goals. So you're dealing against a monster, and I'm sorry. And this for us, like I meant no offense. I just don't trust you guys. You're playing well now. You're doing really well now. Over a 38-game season, I'm sorry, I just don't have trust in you guys because you've shown nothing on me that you can go all the way. You show nothing on me, sorry. So, Philip the Priest, most goals, assists in one season 7. Haaland has 7. Haaland has 7 assists?
Well, in all
Yes, that's correct.
competition.
Yeah, no, in the Premier League.
How did he get that?
In all
Yes,
competition, right?
He's been assisting.
I mean, it's when you play with guys.
HH, you don't want to.
Yeah, 2 today.
You don't want to.
Man,
Yeah.
that's goals before.
All right, okay, wait, hold up. If man, is Saka still world class? HH. Rooney was better than him during his age, yet HH never considered him world class ever during his prime. Saka never was world class, just hype. Guys, what has happened to Saka, man? I mean, the guy just. I
When he,
mean,
missed,
Wait,
when,
hold
he,
on.
when he missed that
I-
penalty,
I
everything's
don't
gone
understand
south.
this. What do you mean?
no.
How does
Ricardo, it was Ricardo. Before then, he was wetting
Yeah,
the
before
bed.
that, yeah.
He wet the bed at Anfield, bro. He wet the bed at Anfield. He wet the bed at
Since
Anfield.
that international
Right now,
break,
HH,
I don't
he's been
know.
playing
Yeah, like Kenny,
This,
like
this,
he wet
this,
the
what,
bed.
this is why I hate when people call someone world class.
Wait, hold on.
They've not done anything in Champions League yet.
No, you see, for me, look, I just think that, look, for Saka, like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I thought that because I thought when the going gets tough, okay, this guy can show himself. Now you've shown to me that you're still talented. You're not that guy.
Bro, we've really watered down the meaning of the term world class, man. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's look.
Yeah,
these
exactly.
days I don't even
Anytime
know.
anybody has like 5 good games, world class.
No, obviously, right now
Shout out
it's
to
tough,
Adams.
man.
Bro, is it weird that I'm a United fan, but I absolutely love this Haaland brother? He's a menace to society,
it's not.
and I'm a soccer for bully ball in football, and he did this looking like Thor. Look, see, what's Haaland could be very scary because do you know what I fear is if Pep actually improves his football mechanics, because it's what Ricardo was alluding to, that if he actually gives him a first touch, includes his football IQ, and he does his goal scoring, guys, I'm sorry.
I think he listens
This guy
to
could
Thierry,
shatter
man.
all goal records.
Right, as long as
I
he
think he
stays away
listens to
from
Thierry,
grenades,
man.
right?
HH.
Wait, it's Holland. So wait, so HH, you're saying that Holland could potentially be the next R9?
No,
No.
R9, no. RDS, he has to stay away from grenades.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
He's already better than him in the Champions League. What are we talking about?
Just drop the break first.
No. We're talking about goals only. Haaland will never be in the same existence as Aaron.
No, you said that you fearful if Pep improves his football
Goal.
fundamentals.
No. In terms of what he can do to his goal scoring, because if he improves his football mechanics, that means he can now create more goals for himself.
He can be an improved version of Lewandowski.
Haaland can never be on the same footballing level as Aaron. Like, that can never happen. That's impossible. But in terms of just because if he improves his football fundamentals, he can get even more goals. Look at how many goals he's scoring as a tree trunk. Now, if he actually makes him into a footballer and not a tree trunk, god damn, this guy's goals will be insane.
Nah, I don't think so. I think his overall play can get better, but the goals he's scoring, I don't think he's going to be scoring at that much higher rate than.
Kenny, if Pep improves his first touch, improves his on the ball ability, the kinds of goals that he wasn't scoring before those football fundamentals were improved can now be scored. So that means it increases the likelihood of the different kinds of goals he can score if he improves his football.
To be fair, Haaland's impressiveness doesn't come from the quality of goals. It's more so the quantity and effectiveness of his goals. Like, he's not scoring ridiculous quality goals, but at the end of the day, a tap-in is only worth as much as a freaking 40-yard shot anyway.
No. But Ricardo, like, if let's say all you can do are tap-ins, it limits the kinds of goals you can score. If you can score tap-ins and it can go past 2-3 guys, or your first touch can go past that defender and put in, it increases the amount of goals that you can score.
For sure.
Why is
Wait, hold on. Let me hit it. Whimsical thought. Any more Arteta Patreons here been telling you he's not that guy? He has never been that guy. Arteta winning a Premier League would have been the biggest miracle. Which is what I said. Look, see, guys. No. Okay, guys, hold up. We don't have to call Arteta a bomb.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying though is he's still a very good coach and good manager. It's just that there are levels to this. There are just levels to this. He's still good. He's still quality. And what he's done, let's be real. Nobody had Arsenal finishing second or with this points accumulation. No one had them. So he has overachieved based on what we thought Arsenal could
still
do.
top of the league. They're still top of the league.
You know why?
Wilson, not for long. Not for long.
Yeah, not for long, but they're still top of the league.
Wait, hold on. I want to go around. So let me come to YSK, then Wilson, then everyone else. So YSK, talk to me.
HH, you remember a few months back there was a tradition on this channel.
Oh god.
That unfortunately had to give way because the guy behind the tradition had to move to the Middle East, and as a footballing connoisseur, it wouldn't be right for me to cover the Middle Eastern League. So that tradition had to end.
Oh, the sweet.
Oh god. Thank the Lord.
By
I
HH.
despise the tradition.
By HH. Tradition has a way of coming back, and you know how I feel about the Earl. I warned you about the Earl.
Yes, you did.
I warned you about the Earl. So
Wesley, did you really believe he'll break the record in his first season? Now, Ricardo claims he does, but we know Ricardo is a born liar, so we can't trust him. Did you really say that he would break the record in his first season?
HH, a guy with zero tech, no footballing ability, a Viking with long blonde hair, who was a product of the Bundesliga, who is only renowned to be a goal scorer.
Yes.
Got 2 assists today. HH, do you know what that means?
And also, it could have been 3 assists. Okay,
HH,
what did that? Why don't you dare play that, Sue. Don't do that.
How are you feeling right now? I feel very good.
Is that Cristiano or Haaland?
No, Haaland. That's Haaland's voice. Yeah, that's
HH,
Haaland's voice.
a guy who's technically not very gifted. A guy who you said who you said scores a minus score on the eye test.
Yeah, no. 20. He's on 25%, but he's going up. He's going up.
Oh,
he takes the test again. He's going to take the test again, and I predict a 44% shot.
A guy who fails the eye test and scores a minus score on the eye test, according to the guy with the shades on the left-hand corner of your screen. He just broke the Premier League goal record with how many games to go? I think 6 games to go, 5 games to go. 7 games to go.
Yeah, because they have 2 games in hand. Yeah.
HH, do you know what that means?
How are you feeling right now? I feel very good.
Wait, Wesker, are you going to play that every time that this guy scores from?
It's a good thing I didn't start this at the start of the season.
Yeah. That would have gotten very, very annoying. Good thing that's there now. No, but look, Wesker, like we're dealing, like Wesker, what Pep and Haaland have done to this league is it's criminal.
No, it's disgusting.
Yes.
And unfortunately for the rest of us, Arsenal was supposed to be the first line of defense this season.
Yeah. Wait, actually, quickly, so how close was Ole to getting him using his Norwegian links, Haaland? Because I think it was close. He was trying to use that whole Norwegian inside info to get him.
That's this PTSD there. I'm not going to.
Okay, all right. Okay, I won't bring it up then.
No, don't bring it up. But bro, I can't help but he's the last style bender when it comes to strikers. Just pure goal scorers. He is the last style bender. Like, forget that guy that waste of space. The guy who failed for the Super Pigeons, Osimhen. Forget that guy. The Earl is the last remaining pure goal scorer. Bro, it's an art. Like,
yes.
I don't care if it's a tap in, a 40-yard rocket, like your boy Lamps would say. It doesn't matter what it is. Like Ricardo said, it all counts towards one thing at the end. This guy is a freak of nature, and bro, it was scary what he was doing today. Actually, because as much you want to criticize him for not having footballing ability, bro, he was playing like. And I know how much people these days like to point out that clown Larry Lane, the real tree trunk, that clown. and how he drops back, he brings people into play and blah blah blah. Bro, this guy was doing it today.
Yeah.
Bro, and he did. Okay, forget it was us. I know it was Arsenal, but this was the way this was marketed. Was a big game. The way this was marketed was a big game, and he milli rocked on these dudes.
Yeah, no, it was bad. Like Wisky, like Arsenal, that was disgusting. Because we are supposed to believe that Arsenal were the team on top and were first in the league. That's a lie.
Bro, they were telling us, oh, Gabriel and Ben White, they're gonna get physical with the Earl. They're gonna make it difficult, bro. It was nothing for them. And that criminal Partey, how is he even on the football? How is he even playing? First of all, he's a convicted criminal. I don't even know how he's on the pitch. How is he playing? These dudes were comparing. They were comparing Partey to. Well, they were saying he was top 2 in midfielders in the league.
YSK, they were saying that he's better than Casemiro, man.
Better than Cash Money. That's what they were saying. Better than Cash Money. This guy's a roadman. What? How is this Saka? HH.
YSK. I was told from Arsenal fans, I don't know if y'all seen the clip, but they said the front line of Gabriel Jesus, Saka.
No. Please, Ricardo, don't finish that. Don't finish that sentence.
They said they were the new coming of MSN.
I saw the tweet.
Yeah, I saw that
shit.
I saw the tweet because
basically there's a tweet that has the Arsenal front three on top and MSN below, and I wanted to actually put my fist through my laptop screen. That's this morning on my laptop.
Saka over Vinny, by the way. I don't know what you think about that.
There's Twitter threads out there, Chich. There's Twitter threads out
there. What the hell is that?
Whoa.
That's.
It looks like
Ricardo, you mean who the hell is that? Not what. That's a human being. That's messed up. He said what was, no. That's messed up. That is messed up. He said
you should talk. You should talk. When this guy's camera came out, what did you say, man? Osasuna's camera. That dude that was there.
Hold on, RDS. If you don't change that AVR within the next 20 seconds, I'm going to throw you out of this.
I'm just preparing for the next.
RDS, you have 20 seconds to change that AVR. Because RDS, I'm actually being serious right now. I don't want to see that guy's face. RDS, I'm being very serious right now. I don't want to see that guy's face. Please, I'm telling you right now.
He's your manager,
change RDS. You have 10 seconds to change that AVR right now. I'm going to butcher. I don't want to see that guy's face.
Don't do it, RDS. He's not going to kick you out.
It's okay.
Oh, Viltony, are you sure about that? That's what I ain't playing, bro. I ain't playing. YSK, continue.
There's a lot of Arsenal fans out there who are backtracking a lot of things now. They're trying to catch themselves on a lot of shit that they said.
YSK, there's a thing called screenshot. There's a thing called what's it called? Command Shift 4. If you guys use Mac, it's called screenshot.
Command Shift 3.
See,
no 4. It's 4 on the Mac. It's 4.
That MSN comparison.
-3.
There's Twitter threads of the guy on my AV, that fake Brazilian Martinelli, and that clown Jesus. These three, they were compared. There was a thread on Twitter comparing the best front threes in football. And
it wasn't even Jesus. It was Nketiah they were using.
Nketiah, sorry, that clown Nketiah. These two, if they'd gone on to win the league, they would have built statues for that guy.
Yeah.
Like the way they were praising him, like all he.
You know what? I just think when you know Johnson for so long, actually you just get a bit gassed and a bit excited. But I'm like, guys, calm down. Just calm down, calma.
This because someone's brought up Infinity Stones. This Premier League 3P. The two before this particular season, bro. This season has been a joke. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. As much as I want to give Pep credit, for the utter dominance, bro. When you have a supposed title contender in Arsenal, and we're talking like November, December, when these dudes actually had a fairly decent lead in the league, majority of us were still saying, "Nah, Pep's gonna do it."
No.
Pep is
no, but YSK, even if you're gonna do it, at least put up a fight. At least take me because bro, we could be because YSK. Here's the thing. I think Arsenal gonna drop more points.
Yeah,
I think that because people say, okay, City have to win those 2 games.
So
do you as well.
After all the
rubbish. They're to Newcastle, man.
Yes, thank you.
Easy. With that defense.
They have Chelsea on Tuesday, so they're gonna win that and lose against Newcastle.
These are the facts.
If these dudes, after all the talk, I dare United to finish above them.
That's not possible.
It's not possible.
It will happen. It will happen, guys. It will happen.
It's not possible. No, why is that not possible?
It is possible. No. Nothing's impossible.
Focus on the third. Why is it focus on the third?
I'm focused on the CL game that's coming up. So I don't know why. I'm just pointing out something.
YSK, can I ask you just one question briefly?
Yeah.
Do you think the title race at the bottom is getting heated? Because Crystal Palace are edging closer.
All right, so here's the thing right now. So everybody, you're on your final warning right now. So there's a thing called a topic. Any Chelsea subliminals, you'll be sin binned. I don't know. There will be comment time. We are building.
The coconut is here.
RDS, thoughts on the City
let him cook,
Arsenal
man.
game?
Let him cook.
Thoughts, RDS. Wilton, thoughts on the City Arsenal game? Thoughts on the City Arsenal game?
The
I was going to
Liverpool
speak.
City
You're
game,
going to
right?
speak. Oh, so Velsa, you got to speak. Sorry, I've always said RDS.
No, I was just gonna say that Arteta didn't give enough respect to Pep in both games, bro. He really didn't, because Manchester City, they're just a better team than you. Just let them have the ball, let them control, and just play on the counter attack. There's no shame on that, HS. That's what Brentford did. That's how Brentford beat them at the Etihad this season. There's no shame on that, bro. But he's so arrogant. I know Arsenal have been playing really well this season, but to come to think you can play like face to face with City like that in a must-win game for Manchester City, like, you're a fool. This is the scary part. This is Liverpool's worst season by far under Klopp, right? Since Klopp been there, by far, I think. And I think it is. Even the 2014 season, they got to the Europa League final. But this is Liverpool by far worst season. They lost 4-1, and this is Arsenal's best season since 2004 in the Premier League, and they got smacked 4-1 like it was nothing. They lost three times to Manchester City this season. At least Liverpool had some shame. They beat City one time in the Community Shield, if you want to count that. At least they beat City. But this is why there's level to that. Remember, we were saying this. City always go on this streak where they just win like 10, 11 games straight in a row.
Yeah.
And this is 13 games in a row now? They won third. I know they drew against Bayern Munich, but I count that as a win because it was a knockout competition. So they won 12 games and bounce in a row. That's what you're going against. I know people saying, "Oh, Arsenal still have an amazing season." No, I'm sorry, you bottle it. But this is match 30 seconds. This is the 30 match. Like, come on, bro. Like, you had it in your hand, bro. You're up 2-0 against, and you bottled it.
Yeah, no. But also, no one ever really believed they would win it. Though no one ever really believed that they would win. Let's keep it a stack.
No,
people believe. Now, people believe, bro.
No, but Gaffrock, remember, I never bought into it. I never bought into the African hype.
That's the thing, because you don't subscribe to Disney Plus. There are many people who did. They wanted to be happy. They wanted another team to win it.
Hold on,
Wilson.
You know what I think is gonna happen now? It's just gonna snowball now. They're just gonna lose or draw.
Yes.
They're probably gonna beat Chelsea because Chelsea are bad. I wouldn't even be surprised if they draw against Chelsea next game. No, I wouldn't.
No. I don't think you understand how.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Chelsea.
Those guys are trash.
The players are gone. The Arsenal player
was that not subliminal?
No. I don't think you understand. It's trash versus garbage. Like, as in, you rather get dumped inside the trash bin than dumped inside sewage. Like, that's where Chelsea are right now. There's a difference.
Are you calling Chelsea World Club sewage?
Yes.
And it's by the way, right? I think Haaland, right? I think he's also gonna break. Alan Shearer record too this season. He just needs 2 more goals to break the Alan Shearer record. But Shearer, I think did it in 42 games, I believe, right? So Haaland's going to do
34 goals.
Wait, how many goals did Shearer get in 42 games?
34. And Haaland has
season, bro. I'm so happy, man.
Well, Haaland just needs 2 more goals to break it. So I think he's going to break it. Because they have Shearer next.
The likes aren't sports for the cookout. The likes aren't sports for the cookout.
Let him cook. I'm
gonna say it. Guys, you think I'm afraid? I'm gonna say, guys, this is my channel. I can say whatever the hell I want to say. Is this white privilege? He has no first touch. He plays like a Norwegian boulder. You know when my thing is, Eric, let me cook, Eric. I'll do it to you. Let me cook. Because see, the reason why I'm so hot is because hype. I hate when the wrong people are hyped up. Because I'm sitting down on my MacBook Pro and I'm here, Haaland. How dare you open your mouth? Insult Cristiano only once. I get it, his arrogance.
Did RDS say
I get it, he uses Botox for different stuff that we don't need to see because kids watch this freaking show. I get it. There is no chance in hell that guy is getting 140 UCL goals. The man who thought, this guy's going to break the goal scoring record. This guy's going to be the best striker of his generation. This guy's going to be one of the best strikers in the world. Where is this coming from? Have you seen this guy played?
Oh my
God.
Hold on. Hey, okay, guys, now. Streets. Let me explain. Streets, I have to be. Give me the chance to explain. Now, that tape was taken when he was playing for Salzburg.
Wait, it wasn't. It
No,
wasn't.
no, it wasn't.
No. Why
Streets. No. Let me
That's
give you context.
No,
Streets.
Waiske, I'm allowed to
Streets.
respond.
Streets.
I'm allowed to respond.
You may
I'm allowed
respond
to
after I
respond.
respond. No.
That tape was taken at Salzburg and was when I saw him play one game.
That tape was taken
And so
at
forth.
the community shield at the start of the season.
Oh, yeah, when he missed the tapping, right? When he missed that tapping against Liverpool and everybody was shitting on him.
Yeah, that's true.
This
That's
is the
what
same
actually
guy.
happened.
It's his first season for Borussia Dortmund.
Okay, hold on. Let's face it right now. Are we sure that he's not doping? That's the thing. No. If he's doping, then I'm fully vindicated. So let him be. No, Wilson, let him be drug tested. Then we'll come back to this conversation. So before you cook me, let him pass his drug test. Let him pass his drug test.
They haven't been doing this for what 10, 15 years. You weren't saying they were doping. I mean, Haaland is just a freak. It's a shame that the Premier League hasn't had a player like that.
Wilson, drugs make you a freak.
I mean, let's keep it real, right? The Premier League, right?
When
was the last time they had a player like that in the Premier League? Since Ronaldo, I would have to say Ronaldo. Since Ronaldo was there, they never had a freak of nature like that. So it's crazy what Erling Haaland is doing.
Actually, even Ronaldo at that time wasn't that much of a freak.
Wait, hold on. Okay, let me come to Arteta. Talk to me, man. Thoughts on the game, man.
Yeah, I mean, did anyone really expect Arsenal to go to a game? To be honest, I didn't expect Arsenal to go to City and win. Never expected them to beat even City twice. But I think people are going a bit overboard with people thinking that this game was a deciding game. The reality is that Arsenal lost the title when they bottled it against Southampton, West Ham, and even Everton.
Thank you.
Forget about Liverpool, City. Okay, yes.
No. Arteta, let's be real. The Everton loss, boom, but look at how they responded. They lost it at West Ham, Southampton, back-to-back was when they lost the title.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying that, like, when you look at where West Ham, Everton, Southampton are, all three of those teams are effectively like the bottom four. Like, if you're going to compete for a title, like, those are teams that you don't think
to
about.
beat.
You have to beat. Okay, yes,
you're
forgiven for an away loss, away or drop points to a mid-table Brighton, or like I said, you go away to City or Anfield or whatever, and it's like, okay, whatever. You can be forgiven for that because generally speaking, City and they're going to probably drop points around there as well. Like City have done this season, they drop points obviously away to Anfield. So that's expected. But the reality is if you're going to compete for a title, you can't be losing to bottom four teams. Like you can't. And so I think in fairness to Arsenal fans, I think what they were if you looked at those fixtures going up until City, it was reasonable to think that they were going to be able to beat Everton, beat Spurs, I don't think people thought that Arsenal were going to go to Anfield and slap Liverpool. I don't think anyone thought that. But reasonably beating Lampard's Everton, although obviously Sean Dyche took over, so I guess the manager bounced. But certainly beating West Ham and Southampton, those were in the books. And that's, you add those points, that's 7 points. So if you now have like 7 points, even though you've lost to City now, you're still 7 points clear with 2 games down. That's still reasonable enough that you could potentially lose one more game. And you're still winning the title. So I think that, yes, it's, this game clearly showed the difference between the two teams. But at the same time, this is a 38-game season. This is the thing that Pep has gotten good at, is that fundamentally Manchester City have the squad to win Premier Leagues over a 38-game season.
Sorry, that's a myth. That's a myth.
What?
We don't have the squad that we used to have.
Wait, but
we have 3 starters on the bench. We have only 3 people we can actually bring off the bench.
You guys got rid of Gabriel Jesus and Sterling and upgraded to Haaland and Julian Alvarez. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Wait, hold on.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
What are you on about? What do you mean that you don't have the score to win the league?
Abdullah, this is where you're wrong, bro. You got to compare it to everybody else in the league. You have to compare it to everybody else in the league.
No. Yeah, thank you.
In terms of numbers,
when you compare your squad to everybody else in the league,
wait, hold up, Abdullah. You honestly tell me that City's squad, quality-wise, isn't good enough to win a league?
No, it is, but we don't. In terms of this huge depth that people say we have, it's a myth.
No, compared to everybody else.
I think I can
it's not huge depth, it's the quality of depth.
Arteta's point was that the difference in squad between City and Arsenal is a key difference as to why City are able to win. Arsenal don't have the quality of squad to City. That's what they're saying. So do you agree?
It's
Yeah,
everybody in the league.
Look,
Exactly.
even in today's game, when they took off, I forget who they took off, but they brought in Reece Nelson while City were bringing on the Mahrez.
Yeah,
I saw Mahrez. Man scored a hat trick in the weekend. Was on the bench.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Afterwards, he just won a World Cup, bro. They're bringing him off the bench. Foden coming off the bench.
It's true, yeah. You have Alvarez and your boy coming onto the pitch. I mean, what the hell?
I'm not
Sorry.
even trying
Laporte
to
doesn't even get screen time, man.
I thought it was the
Walker
fact.
doesn't even start.
This guy is a starter
Did he
for
say?
screen.
Did he say screen time?
Only three players. Only three players.
Game time screen time. You know what I mean?
I think
Okay, wait, hold on. Back to Arteta.
He's trying to add Dud into his team.
I know that, Ricardo. I was basically seriously. I was going to give him like a red. I was like, you're trying to man, shut please give me a break. Artist, so continue.
Yeah, no. I thought I was just saying a factual statement. Like clearly, City's squad is better than Arsenal's squad. I just thought that was factual. But okay. But regardless, at the end of the day, Arsenal's fate was not determined by the point. Is Arsenal's fate was not determined by this game. Ultimately, even if although Arsenal's going to react in a negative way to this, it was those 3 games that I mentioned that they really should have taken points. I think going forward, if they are going to potentially challenge again, they've got to correct that. The only thing I would say is that it's clear to me. I always think, what happens if Jose was manager of Arsenal this position? Because it's clear to me that Arteta's mentality, or his. Because I said earlier in the season that when I see Arteta on the touchline, he seems to be too overtly passionate. Like he's like going in, like he's shouting referees, doing all these things. I'm almost kind of like, so much so that it was almost like too much. And I was like, bro, just chill. Like you're winning, you're ahead. Like why are you constantly calling the referee for every single decision? Why are you constantly shouting? Like why? It just seemed like, looking at Arteta, that he didn't know how. He's never been in a situation, and he didn't know how to conduct himself as a manager, as a coach. To therefore show the rest of his players, listen. Yes, you might be down. Yes, you might be in this position, but this is how we're going to maintain our composure and like play professionally. It just seemed that they were just running ultimately on passion and vibes because Arteta.
You're cutting up, bro. Artist, brick mic. You're cutting up. Brick neck.
Sorry. My back.
Okay,
my back.
yeah, back. Go for it.
Yeah, go. Yeah, sorry. Just so in summary, it's the mentality of Arteta, I think, went to the players. And fundamentally, I think that Pep Guardiola's been there before, so of course his mentality winning championships reflects on the players as well, and that's fundamentally the difference. But yeah, that's it.
So let me take some dubs, and I'll come to Elijah and Gatlock, man. Let me just get some quick dubs, man. So, Kelvin Sahiro. Nketiah's girlfriend must be happy that he can't perform on the pitch for 90 minutes. He can only perform when he's scoring goals with his girl in bed.
Kelvin's
Jesus
jokes,
Christ.
man. Kelvin's jokes.
I mean, Kelvin, we didn't have to really go below the belt
Kevin,
like
man,
that.
it's been a while, man. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah. No, and Kelvin is back. Kelvin again, the stand-up legend, man. You know, what's it called? Dave Chappelle. Watch out, Dave Chappelle. Watch out. Nketiah is 50 years old. He aged like a pair of Air Force Ones. He drinks morphines, and after the game, he took off his teeth and put it in the water to cool. See, Kelvin, you know what? Here's the thing. I've got to hold you with this. I've got to give this to you.
Nah, you can't. No.
No. YSK, he was pushing it. YSK, come on. YSK, read that. YSK, that's because you're pushing it now. You're pushing it, bro. You're pushing it.
Is it too relatable?
Yeah, it is.
Ziman, it's too early. Ziman, whatever you say, it's too early.
Kelvin Taru's comments. Next time, just have that put every time.
Okay, wait, let me hear this. So, K-Dog, shout out to K-Dog. HH, I need those recipes. You were shameless in the beginning of the season, saying that Haaland would score more than Nunes.
Would score more than Haaland.
And
Now, to be fair,
it just shows you that your foresight is amazing. HH, you were brilliant. You were always right about Haaland. I know. K-Dog, I know, man. Shout out to K-Dog, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Dajo RF. Off topic. I'm not trying to hear nothing about Prem proving just this season. Casemiro showing levels in the league, the land-breaking records, Ten Hag showing quality, and Newcastle being top 4 after 1 year. Guys, Prem proven is an agenda pushed forth by Prince Charles.
It's a myth.
I'm gonna keep it real, man.
No, it's not. It's
He's
not. It's not a myth. It's been put forward by Prince Charles and Queen Beatrix. So Queen Beatrix and Prince Charles put forward this whole thing. Prem proven. Where it doesn't exist, bro. 90% of guys who come from La Liga are amongst the best players in the Premier League. They literally come and they're amongst the best players. They've got like a 90% hit rate. Go ask Santi Cazorla. Go ask what's it called?
Ozil technically came from La Liga.
Ozil, what was it called? David Silva and so forth. So yeah.
Wait, who's the best? Who's the best player today that the Premier has like brought out?
Produced?
Yeah,
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, probably.
It's Harry
Harold?
Kane.
Man, he's a
Harry?
baller.
Right now.
Larry Lane?
Harry Kane, man.
Wait. Are we repping Larry Lane?
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest. His playmaking is Spanish though. I'll say that, man.
Oh my god.
Aside from that, man.
Wait, let me find it. Where is it?
This guy said,
man, you're a sick.
Hold on.
They said KDB and Salah. One came from Germany, one came from like Italy.
Like, half of Man City squad is from Bundesliga.
Hold on. Last one was pop those bottles down for those that took over 3 goals in the City game for in the Discord streets. We're eating good fun.
Yes.
Okay, who bets? Okay, who won money? Who won money?
Earl, man. The Earl. HH is guaranteed, bro.
You see, for me, like I don't want to bet because R9 lost me money in 06, so I'm afraid of doing that. But
It's kind of like an over-under for grenades.
Okay, relax.
You should actually let me tell you your style. You should actually bet because, bro, just predict something, go for the opposite.
Yeah, but it
doesn't work like that.
Thank you. See what happened? If I bet and I try to jinx, it's gonna work against me. Trust me. That's how these things work.
He doesn't have that juice in him.
And also, Gato, don't you think I'd have been done that ages ago? 100%. I know that if I bet, but then I use my jinx, it's going to work against me and I'll lose money and I'll be poor. Okay, trust me. Like Gato, that's what the bill was very high. So I'm sorry. I'm still paying it off. Shout out, shout out to extended payments plan. You can spread
it. What Arsenal doing this season?
I can pay it in one freaking goal. What pays over 10 months, man?
Quick question, bro. What Arsenal did this season, doesn't that prove that you should take every single cup competition trophy serious? Don't just focus on one trophy. You should try to win as much as you can.
My thing is that yes, but Vilton, I still feel that if you only have one thing to concentrate on and so forth, look the way you've wet the bed.
Bro, they haven't got the facilities to compete on all fronts. Like
but that's a lie, man. That's an excuse.
Manchester United are doing it.
When did they start the points, bro?
Wait, let me click it. So KK Dog, I'm not gonna lie. The land is getting cheeky, developing some tech and first touch. And I think this squad, KDB and Gundogan, is developing his passing. Look, my thing is that, guys, if this guy actually becomes a football player, I think I'm going to be very scared. Like, if Pep stays next season and is a football player, is there any point in anyone competing in the EPL?
Definitely, he's not going anywhere, Pep.
Guys, I'm saying right now, guys, if he now does 4 in a row, 5 in a row, what are we saying about the EPL? Is Pep going to turn the EPL into Bundesliga or Serie?
It's happening. No, Pep is just that guy.
You said don't worry about what?
Well, you got Qatar and Saudi Arabia going to make sure.
I saw a stat. I saw a stat.
What was the stat?
Man City and PSG have the same amount of points accumulated in the last 7 seasons. So I mean, you can pretty much say he's turned this Premier League into League One. They both won 5 titles.
Hold up, let me So what are we saying? Are we calling this Luba? No. So are we switching? So are we calling this fish and chips? What are we calling this fish and chips?
Pep is just that guy, man.
What's the most famous English takeaway thing? Should we say
beans on toast? Beans on toast, Lee.
Baked beans.
English breakfast.
Baked beans. Baked beans. Don't call it baked beans. Call it baked beans. It's fair.
Esco League, man.
Oh Jesus. Wait. What's the name? Is it what's it called? Lidl.
Lidl.
Wait, what's the name of that?
Lidl.
No, what's the name of that new store?
Lidl, bro.
Said Lido.
Oh, Lidl. Oh, that one, that green one.
I'm not dropping a brick on myself. I'm not dropping a brick on myself.
Drop a brick, man.
I'm not dropping a brick on myself.
Drop a brick, man. If anyone else said that,
Lido.
Guys, you have tomato. I say Lidl. People say Lidl.
No one says Lidl.
No one ever says that.
I prefer Inter beats Juve to go to the Coppa Italia final. What if Inzaghi does a two-piece of cups, Coppa Italia and UCL?
That's not possible.
Oh, that's a good season for Inter.
That's a dub.
If he does that's a good season. It's an amazing season, bro.
Were you the only one on this panel that have seen Arsenal win the Premier League in 2004 by any chance?
Unfortunately, I did too.
Yeah, Ricardo, you turn like 44 next
relax.
month.
I'm still in my 20s.
Oh, yeah, right. You're in your 40s.
Did you see that?
Don't lie.
I was born in 95. I was born in 95.
You were instead like you were born in the late 70s. Okay, you're in your 40s. Guys, Ricardo's in his 40s and so forth. Okay, Ricardo has DiCaprioitis. He may look young, but he's really much old and so forth. Hopefully, you don't date underage girls like he does, like 19. Bro, they DiCaprio waits outside kindergartens. Okay, you know what? So, Joshua Bond. I don't want to hear nothing here. Nothing. They called us bridesmaids. Elijah, these are facts, bro. Because Elijah, I want you to speak on this from a Liverpool perspective. You see, for me, Liverpool did the best that they freaking could, man. They pushed them all the way. Arsenal, this is a filthy, stinking attempt at a title challenge. It is filthy.
Do you know what makes me laugh? Is the fact that they keep trying to redefine the word bottle. Listen to all this Arsenal fans. They keep trying to redefine it, man. Oh, they didn't bottle it. They were just down tools. They were just.
This is what I say. No. If you were one of those Arsenal fans who had already given yourself the title, you bottled it. But I can't say they bottled it because I never believed in them.
No. But do you know how many points ahead they were? Liverpool didn't catch up last season. I don't care how many points. I never give them that title because I was like, when the pressure mounts, these guys will fold. And as they've done. Shout out to boy Abris Fair. Players and Arteta expected a title challenge. That's why Zinchenko was crying after Southampton. 3 seasons in a row with no trophy.
Only Zinchenko and Jesus.
Top 4 is not a trophy.
But why do we have a mid-game huddle? Like that's what I'm pissed off about. No mid-game huddle. That could have done something.
Ricardo, he was crying after the Southampton game. Okay. Shout out to boy Ifman. HH called Saka world class. Jinx. Sorry, he didn't. After Arsenal beats Everton 4-0 at home. Saka is good, but he never was world class. If man, I never called it world class. That's a lie. I never did.
Interesting. I know.
I never did. YSK. Try pressing player and watch how quickly you get booted out of this whole thing.
How old is Saka? 22.
21.
21, yeah.
He still got time, bro.
We're crowded like 20. Wait, so we're crowded like. Ricardo, can you actually remember what it was like in your 20s? That's like 20 years ago when you were in 20s and so forth. Like, are you jealous and so forth? Look at this old man.
Don't try and
look at the old man. If 40-year-old guy trying to act young man. HH. Oh no, they already said that. Oh wow, he did it 3 times. Okay, all right. Shouts to man. Prajesh Gimir.
Wait, he's seen the same super chat twice.
No, I thought he might have glitched. HH praising KDB and Pep. He has now ascended to his final jinxing form. No, don't do that. A little bit too late for me, though. Could have done it before the Bayern game. Okay, be very clear here. Unless I am stupid or a fool, based on what De Bruyne did you see that goal that De Bruyne scored? Did you see the quality of his goal?
Well, he ran through that midfield,
bro. He was amazing.
Wait, HH,
he was freaking amazing, and Haaland was outstanding today.
HH, could you either confirm or deny Martin Rosario's comment?
I will not look at Martin Rosario's comments. So,
he probably is.
Wait, hold up. Albino Lucatoni has gentrified the colonizer league. Jesus, God.
No.
No. All right, you know what?
You can't call him that. Wow.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
This is what he said, man.
That's crazy. Okay, K-Dog. Sterling came out with Victor Moses braids and did nothing.
didn't even watch the game, man. But that ballerina guy, man. That guy.
Hold on. Pep is really evil. He sold key players from last year and still pimped the league. Wait, guys, hold on. Wait a minute. So, how do you sell players to your club?
No. If you really deep it, he created his own competition. That's
Yeah,
how.
that's what Man City did.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He literally created his own competition.
He's competing against himself.
This league. I'm telling you, this is the Pep league.
Wait, hold on. David C. Ole wanted Haaland, even went to Mold to talk to him. Woodward over, you're lying, and submits the transfer difference. You'll never. Dave, no, hold up. If this, hold up. If this is true, Woodward is going into the scholarship tier. So basically, David Sis want to do it.
No,
I don't want to hear anything from RDS or YSK. I am going to research this, and if it is clear here, that Woodward overslept and did not get Haaland, I am putting him in the scholarship tier. And I'm sorry, sleep tax doesn't count.
Didn't Chelsea also won Haaland?
They lost the one horse race.
Wilton. Chelsea have much bigger problems than that. Wilton.
One horse race, man.
Wait, Wilton, why do they need Haaland, bro? They got Lukaku coming back.
No, they were going for Haaland.
Wait, hold. I'm a Rushdie. Chelsea broke the goal drought with an own goal. Todd Boehly. All right. Okay, so I said that.
Is that going to be goal of the month?
Klopp's is it? I gotta shut up, man. Klopp's season over Arteta, he won something sweet. AJ, I didn't wait 4 years for an FA Cup.
No way, bro. 4 years. Bro.
So this is the result of the process, man.
but this is the thing, though, Wait,
hold on. Okay, Simar Singh. Pep's the GOAT only want to convert Sterling to Arn. So
what?
Wait, let me hit him. So let me hit him with this.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
Yo, that's beyond doing
That's prejudice, man. Elijah, talk to me, brother. Come to your catalog. Elijah, talk to me into the game.
Hey, Chich, I'm living my best life today, man. 5-match unbeaten run. Shout out to my boy Joel Matip, match winner. As we speak, we're in sixth, 6 points behind Manchester United. As we speak as well,
United have 2 games.
Tottenham has fallen out of Europe as a whole. And then this tweet I found from an old friend of ours.
Wait, Elijah, aren't you supposed to be cooking Arsenal?
Hold on. I'm getting there.
I've been waiting for something. Wait, what's happening?
Is it up? Can you see it?
So, all right. I was about to drop the brick on you. So,
I thought it was a dramatic pause.
Egal. If Arsenal don't win the league this year, I honestly believe we can get 100 points next year if we continue to improve at this space. Jesus, Egal.
Is it not the same guy that said that Arteta should win Manager of the Year, even if Pep does the treble?
Wait, hold on. Elijah, continue.
Isn't this the same guy that threw like a tantrum when Arsenal?
Yes, it's the same guy. From Canada. And I think he's also Canadian. So talk
not from
to
my not from my province.
Talk to me in Canadian. I'm just saying.
Canadian. What?
He's Canadian.
I think that's a language.
Did you just say talking Canadian?
Yes.
Crazy.
Don't Americans say speak American?
French.
Oh my days.
Americans say, yo, speak American, yo. Elijah.
Don't push
No,
this.
don't put that on us, man. Drop the brick.
Elijah, can you please speak on this?
This guy also said, I think he ended up deleting both tweets, but he said he believes that half of Arsenal's squad could walk into the Centenary squad and walk also into the 1920 squads.
See, if you
dumb shit. He's a dumb shit.
That's life, man. That's life.
If you could drop the brick for me, please, I would love that, because that is just pure blasphemy. He's talking about two of the greatest PL teams of all time, and he thinks his squad could walk into either of those squads. Impossible. But Arsenal were horrendous. Like, if it came to the point where that Haaland had to turn into Rapunzel to score on you, I have a very serious issue. Arteta shows that he's too lenient. Like, he didn't have any respect. He didn't target from the get-go. He was too soft. And it just showed. It just showed like they weren't good.
No, but where do you think it went bad for Arsenal? The Liverpool game or the back-to-back West Ham Southampton game? Because people say that it was the Liverpool game, and I say that getting a draw to Anfield is cool. It's West Ham and Southampton that's messed up.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy to me? Like, I get it. Like they say Anfield's a complicated place. Like, yes, I get that, but Arsenal came and got a point at our Anfield, but we beat City at Anfield, But now, it's just like, damn. Like those were just two different teams. Those were just two different teams of two different stratospheres. Like, it just, Arsenal does not have the quality that City has. It's not even
it's not close.
Depth, like from depth.
No, because the crazy thing though is it was 4-1. It should have been 7. 4-1 is actually flat as the game.
For me, it was the Everton game. For me, it's the Everton game, actually.
Nah, you guys can't say the Everton game because City dropped
the Everton game. Okay, make the point. So let's make the point.
Hey, can you check your DMs quickly and pull it up?
The Everton game. Remember the Everton game. Since that result, Everton has never gotten out of the relegation zone. Everton's 18th. Like, there was no improvement. Like, neither team has improved since then. That's what I'm saying. Like, Arsenal's been stagnant since that game. That's why I think that when you become stagnant in the title race, you're not going to win, honestly. Like, the goal is just to keep improving every single time, Arsenal never improved since that Everton game. So that's what I'm sorry, I have my spring allergy really messing with me.
That's cool. I'm just saying, what's it called?
Yes,
Arsenal deserve, for doing this, I think this is a scam. I think if you put this out there, I think they deserve everything that happens to them because basically they should be a football sin. This should count as one of the 7 deadly football sins in life. Like, you doing this.
Bro, imagine someone actually sat there and edited this. Like,
and you know what's crazy?
This disgusted me so much.
I'm not sure we're going to do this because I'm scared that I'm looking at the retweets and likes. So
no. They're probably gonna say, yeah, facts, man.
So 497 retweets, 162. 13,500 likes. 36 bookmarks, but maybe those bookmarks, so people could come back at that in like that.
My biggest question.
Actually, I'm going to bookmarks as well.
Wait, what's happening over there?
Check the next one. Check the next one. Look how much likes that has.
My question, I get it. I'm a Liverpool fan and everything, but which side do you take? Do you take our 13-14 side, or you take this Arsenal?
I'm taking Suarez over Arsenal any day.
Oh no, 13-14. Because of that, because like Jaws was on one. Jaws was on one. I know. Like, you see,
Sturridge and Sterling were actually very good that season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was actually a good partnership together.
Yeah. Like, no, basically for me, look, I just think that like guys, what happened? How could you be so good?
40k legs.
It's a burnout.
And Kesha had his own song as well, man.
Is that Echa? You don't make so much.
Wait, hold on. Why did he? No.
No.
Wait, Echa, why is Potter trending? Why is Potter trending?
Oh Jesus!
Okay, you know what?
Oh no, I was gonna say.
Wait, why was Prince William exposed?
Wait, hold on. HH, speaking of your club, you guys, hold on. HH, speaking of your club, right? You do know if either Crystal Palace or Wolves win.
Can we start with the Chelsea obsession now, man? I mean, we've been speaking about.
Okay. Let me take some dubs and then. Wait. Actually, no. Okay, get out. Let's take some dubs and then we'll come back to it because we have to address this Chelsea nonsense. And then we'll come back to it.
Wait, what happened at Chelsea?
Do you have to? We don't
Kenny,
need-
you're
let's
Kenny, you're
not need
starting.
more.
Kenny, you're starting. So
Let's not
today,
need
my
more
opinion,
this
bro.
one.
Shout out to David C. The Ukrainian merchants does not touch the title.
He touched it last season, so he's fine.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, that's like as crazy as that is, I've got to put that as maybe a potential dub of the month. So, all right. I'm sorry, I have to. So that's a contender for dub of the month. But I'm not responding. But I'm just saying I'm doing that for content, purely for content.
Wait,
14
you employ Ukrainians?
14 UCLs. Chipping in for your water bill. Are you at?
Man said he had to get a loan in order to get his water bill. That's crazy, bro.
No, Zima, no. I said that. I said that. No. I said there's a payment plan where you can spread it over 10 months. And I said I'd rather do that than pay the
what your club's doing.
Yes. Boehly has taught me well. He's taught me well. So no, I didn't take out a loan. I just said I can spread it over 10 months. So 14 UCLs, thank you for your contribution towards my water bill, man. Thank you.
Boehly is teaching you.
Okay.
Relax,
bro. Relax. Albert, having a young squad with no leader or veterans.
Zinchenko exists, man.
That's the main thing. There are no leaders, bro. No leaders. Shout to Adash 3. Arsenal are so down bad that Troops blamed his wife for Man City's first.
Oh man, I think yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find this one. Oh, that was hilarious. Bro, you should have seen the comments. Everybody was like, "Oh, domestic abuse." Oh my god.
5 out of 6 for Pep City is a bad look for the Prem. Bro, look, as I said again, guys, this guy could do 4 in a row. He could do 4 in a row. Look. Actually, no. I'm going to view. No, that I have to view afterwards. I'm going to view that afterwards. Trust me for sure. JJ Bridge, big up.
Oh.
Big up. AJ Chelsea season is dog poop, but I still have to watch for Arsenal, little bros.
Why does he text like an old man?
JJ Bridge. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this.
Old man.
Let's get into this, man.
Another war veteran.
This is a good transition.
Transition. Well, is someone having his? Okay, let me know.
A war pilot, man.
No, but HH, you're old enough to know. Before the money, wasn't this like a typical Chelsea season?
You should know. You're older than me, so
The
I don't know
hell
about,
no.
bro. All right, so, I don't know. You're older than me, so you
Before
should
the
be
Russian money, this is a mid-table season.
HH was there when Chelsea was sold for £1.
Don't
Shout
even
out to
save
Ken
the
Bates.
bridge.
Ken Bates. Ken Bates.
Kenny, can you please explain?
Damn, they're on the bottom half. Not even the top half.
I don't know what I saw a tweet about they were showing that. But
apart from one game,
the worst season ever I've seen from a big club, man.
Guys, hold up.
Wait, what do you mean bottom?
I think Chelsea have the worst form.
You have the worst from the bottom in the bottom half. Yes.
No. In the league.
I mean, if you look,
right? No. I think because I'm trying to think, does anybody have a worse last 5 games?
No.
And the relegation guys, yeah.
No, because Southampton have drawn twice. Everton have drawn 3 times. Chelsea have drawn once.
Why were you scrolling up to find somebody with worse form?
Don't be a smartass. Zima, don't be a smartass.
Isn't this where you gotta give Pep credit? It's not about spending money.
Kenny, can you please explain why your club now have lost 4 of the last 5 games.
Wait, HH, can you
Kenny, I'm speaking to Kenny. I'm speaking to Kenny.
No, HH,
Kenny,
I
I'm
can see a bit
speaking.
of
I am
Fulham.
speaking
I can see a
to
bit of
Kenny.
Fulham. Can you scroll down a little bit more?
No, Kenny. Can you please
Technically, they're
explain?
the top of the table.
Kenny, can you please explain what
Makes me
Frank
look like
Lampard?
I can see a little
Kenny,
bit of Fulham.
Kenny, ignore all the trash that's being said right now. Kenny, just focus on my voice. No, Kenny, I'm not doing it. Kenny, I'm not doing this. Kenny, I'm not doing this. Kenny, can you please explain why Boehly has not been brought up on criminal charges of what he's done for Chelsea? Kenny, can you please explain? Can you please explain what Lampard is doing at this club? So, Kenny, I've given you about 3 or 4 different questions. Just please explain these things for me. Thank you.
Honestly, I don't know what's going on. Honestly, since last week, Tuesday, honestly, I'm without club right now, so I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I am a...
Wait, Kenny. Kenny, I can't do this for myself. You realize?
Like I said, I'm officially an NBA fan, so you know, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
You guys are still on 39 points.
No, but
Kenny.
No, but let's be real. I didn't watch the game today. I remember before the game, I checked. I wanted to see the 11. I saw Kante play at the time. I saw Kante and Gallagher play behind Sterling. Yeah, honestly, if you don't,
wait, hold on, because hold on. So Kenny, I was watching 2 games at the same time. When I switched to Chelsea, I saw Kante try to do. Hold on, Kenny. I saw Kante try to do like a pirouette past like 2 guys, like he lost the ball.
Honestly, if you don't laugh about it, you're gonna cry.
Thank you, Kenny. You have because Kenny, see, it is so depressing that you have to just you've got to be amusing, man.
Can I just clarify one thing, like.
I don't want you to clarify anything, please.
It's funny. Can you please just tell us what game you about to win, bro? Can you tell us what game you about to win?
Wait, hold on, Kenny.
Lampard, you've been here for you've lost all your 5 games. You're struggling to score. You need to win against Brentford at home, and your idea is to play Kante and Gallagher and Sterling to create chances. This guy, man, I swear,
Can you see what you want to say about it? You still have a cup final coming up.
Kenny, are you gonna come back for the Florida Cup final?
No. Right now, I'm an NBA fan, so maybe, since it's based in the US, so I may be available.
No. The Premier League Summer Series.
Shit. I don't know about that. No, honestly, Lampard,
Imagine they lose that final too.
Wait, hold on. Kenny.
Lampard, I wasn't even mad at him, but this guy, you've been here for 5 games. You have lost your 5 games. 9 goals conceded, 1 scored.
Kenny, he's made things worse. You see, Kenny, don't listen to what those Chelsea fans say. They say, it's not his fault. It was already bad. No, you've made a bad situation worse. Kenny, there's a reason why Potter is trending. He's trending because guys are like, Potter wasn't this bad. He was bad, but Potter wasn't this bad. He's made it worse.
This guy is clueless. He doesn't know.
Kenny, Lampard might be the worst Premier League manager I've ever had. Wilton, he's not finished his coaching badges, Wilton.
Yeah, but he won't be your coach for next season. He's just there.
No. This right now is becoming his career hours. We have not got 40 points here, and I'm looking at the fixtures. I don't know where we're going to get to.
I think he's going to be fourth. I think you're going to get a draw.
Oh my gosh, man.
I knew that was what you were trying to ask. Hence why I was trying to ignore you.
I think it's fourth. You're going to get a draw. You're going to get a draw out of that game. You're not going to win. You're going to get a draw.
Wilson, quick thing. Do you know Forest played today, right?
Yeah, they won 3-1. They beat Brighton 3-1. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Arsenal. Arsenal have officially qualified for Champions League. Brighton can't get into the top 4 no more. But what I'm saying though, Forest is gonna get a draw against Forest. They're gonna lose to Arsenal. They're gonna lose to Bournemouth. They're gonna lose to City. They're gonna lose to United. And scroll down, HS.
Why
Scroll
do
down,
you
bro.
think? Why do you think they'll get a draw against Forest when they would comfortably beat
They're gonna play
Brighton?
with their life, and you're gonna get battered by Newcastle. Yeah, so your next, yeah, you're not winning any more games this season. It's
Oh no,
done.
my thing
Well,
here
all you need is
is
a draw, right?
yeah,
Against
just
who though? Against who though, Zeno? This is
Nottingham
what I don't
Forest.
understand.
Forest.
That's what
It
I'm
has to be
saying.
Forest.
You keep on saying Forest, but
Well,
Forest is beat.
Arsenal.
The way they're playing.
Nah,
No,
Honestly,
Forest
as
will
long
come home
as
my
long
Do you
as
know what would be
Lampard
funny
is
Forest
though?
will
there,
come home my trash, man.
No, do you know what would be? Do you know what would be so poetic to what's happening? Is Chelsea beating Arsenal?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That
If
won't
they
happen.
did
You know
that.
what? I wouldn't. No. Chelsea, let's say drawing Chelsea beating Arsenal would be the most poetic thing.
No, but
so
it's
basically,
Arsenal.
that game being the one that actually keeps Chelsea in the Premier League would be hilarious.
you see right now, Arsenal have not won in like a couple games. Trust me, Arsenal are gonna whoop. Like Chelsea, like all this sacrifice, like they're gonna sacrifice Chelsea this week. I'm not even.
No, they don't sacrifice.
I'm
it.
sorry. As long as Lampard is on this bench, yeah. I'm sorry. This is I can't.
Wait,
This
hold
is
on.
terrible.
Let me comment. Okay, Ardis, what are you saying, Ardis?
Okay, so obviously the first thing is that I genuinely am concerned as to when I obviously Chelsea are going to get relegated because thank God for Tuchel for last, because if it wasn't for Tuchel, it would have been a win and worry. Those 10 points were crucial in the relegation fight or battle. So thank Tuchel for that, because you'd be worried. Imagine if Todd Boehly had actually hired a Potter from the beginning and then hired Lampard after that. Then we actually might be thinking about relegation.
Big Sam, man. Big Sam.
So it didn't happen. So Big Sam maybe. So I actually not as optimistic as Bilton that you guys will get anything against Forest, because they actually comfortably beat Brighton today.
Yes.
And Brighton are 6-7 or something like that. You know, and not even Forest are able to score goals, which for some reason you cannot. So
there's nothing I can say. Chelsea are 10 points. Chelsea can't get relegated.
I know exactly they can't.
Because not because Chelsea will win the games.
No.
Leicester,
But that's what I'm
Everton, and
saying.
Forest will
It's
continue
like,
to lose
I'm
games.
just curious. I'm just curious. A team that is probably not going to win any more games to the end of the season.
Nah, they're gonna get a draw. They're gonna get a draw.
Yeah, no.
They're at home though. Forest not that good away from home.
What is worrying
Home
is
doesn't
what is worrying though is Chelsea, with the way that they're going under that punk run as lamps, could be 13th or 14th.
That's not
no,
bad.
you-
What's
you won't
the
be
difference
That's not
between-
bad. Wilson,
Yo,
what
what's
do
the
you
difference between 11
You
and
won't be
14?
14 because you're going to hold an L to City. You're probably going to hold an L to Arsenal. You're going to hold an L to Newcastle, which, if anything, I'd be more worried about the Newcastle game at the end of the season.
And United.
If Newcastle do what they did to Spurs to Chelsea at St James's Park.
Nah, it's gonna be it's gonna be at the bridge. It's gonna be at the bridge. It's gonna be at the bridge.
I've seen a clip. I've seen a clip go around Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it. Maybe Magpies has seen it. It's an edited clip, but it shows Newcastle 9, Chelsea 0.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
In the background, and the background you hear, and they're being relegated.
You see, I don't think they're going to get spanked.
Yeah,
Chelsea,
they won't.
any of these games.
You know what's funny though, which is your club decides on the top 4 race too, because you're going against United and Newcastle and Liverpool at the moment. They're on a 3-game winning streak. So Liverpool can still switch into the top 4.
Yeah, but man,
So if you get a result versus Newcastle and United, you could potentially
deciding a race.
Wait, hold on one second. Artists, one of the.
So I'm just saying, Bilton, deciding a race means you have to generally speaking, I'll say, who was the last team you actually beat in the Premier League, and when was it?
Leicester, I think.
Before international break.
Leicester, it was Leicester.
When was that?
Look at all these losses. Jesus Christ.
Right
Leeds.
Leicester.
You beat Leicester in the beginning of March.
Look at these L's, man.
Wait,
God
are we going
damn.
into May now? So your last win in the Premier League was the beginning of March, and we're now almost in May.
I mean, we are in May. The next game is in May. We are in May.
No. You know what? Actually, has an interim manager ever been sacked? Do we
Stellini.
have a history of an interim manager being sacked?
Stellini.
There we go. Stellini.
Shout out to
No, but hold on. Has a guy ever been brought in as an interim then sacked? Brought in, not he was already part of the coaching setup. You were brought in as an interim.
No.
Even if you do sack Lampard, who are you gonna get now? Like the season is done.
No, hold on. Vilton, check this out. Get somebody who's actually a good coach and a manager, and then hope for the best. Wilson, Lampard is one of the worst managers in Premier League history.
Yeah, but the season is done.
So Wilson, throw me any name is better than Lampard. Wilson, throw me any.
My thing is,
Of course,
season is done.
of course, Solskjaer is better than Lampard.
Oh yeah,
So
I love
just
this
write
much
it
better
down.
than Lampard. That's not a debate.
That's what. Of course, he's better. No. Wilson, that's innocent. He is making the matter worse. So by the time the season ends, whoever takes over, most likely is Pochettino. You're going to have a real problem in your hands because you have to now spend weeks completely changing the psychology of these players because these players, their morale is rock bottom.
Yeah,
rock
but-
bottom.
Why don't you guys go for
the break
Oli
will
and
help
Ragnick?
them.
Those guys were available.
Wait, hold on. Let me go to Gatlock. Gatlock, talk to me, Gatlock.
The break will help them. You see, I don't think Chelsea will get spanked because with all your losses, you've not actually considered more than, I think, 3 or something in a game. You just don't know how to score. You guys are. You see, I know I caught Atletico Madrid attacking virgins. I'm trying to think because
Chelsea
one
are
guy
created a
left
lot of chances, but they can't score.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
Gatlock,
one
they haven't faced anyone
guy
in the top
left
4 yet, though.
Atletico and went to Chelsea. And Chelsea have attacking virgin scores. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe he is just the attacking virgin, because Felix, man, that guy. I don't know if you go cost your club or something because I know you guys were shit before, but at least you were at least scoring. This 1 goal per month tax you guys are on is sad because let me give you 3 teams here. 3 teams. Everton, Southampton, and Forest. Do you know what? Oh, and actually Wolves. So that's 4 teams. So do you know what those 4 teams have?
Well,
Less goals than you. They score less goals than you guys. You guys are still on 30 goals for how many seasons, man? Your goal of the month is going to be deflected shots from Gallagher. Because we're already in May. So basically, you only scored
wow.
you only scored 1 goal. So this is going to be the second month.
Deflected goal.
This is going to be the second month where you basically scored 1 goal in a month.
Wait,
The
but
first was three.
hold on, but Gatlock.
To be fair, they're consistent with scoring.
Wait, hold on, Gatlock. Explain, Gatlock. How do you spend 600 mil for this? Like, that's what I'm just trying to understand. Because
It's showtime.
I'm trying not to understand because you told me not to pocket watch. It's your man. You
That
told
is
me
true.
not to
That's true. Stop pocket watching.
I'm trying not to pocket watch. It's your
You
money.
do say that. You do say that. That is fact.
Indeed, exactly.
I just this is the only funny thing is when I saw you guys were losing, I didn't even care. I didn't even bother. I mean, insulting Chelsea or insulting you right now, it's
no, like it's gone beyond like it.
It's boring.
it's boring.
No, because like now, like
banter.
there's the emergency hangouts doesn't hit. Like you can't call an emergency hangout that when Chelsea. It's so bad right now. If Chelsea lost to anybody, it doesn't warrant an emergency.
Don't get me wrong. If Newcastle hit 9 on the last day, you get relegated. There will be an emergency hangout. Like
No, that's the only
There
thing
will
that will
be
be an emergency.
unbelievable emergency hangout, man. Can I talk about
If
your
Chelsea get relegated,
situation?
that'll be the only emergency. You see, because look, this season is already a wrap for you guys. You guys are you're not doing anything this season. But the players you have, as in like I don't know what kind of future you people have. Hopefully, Poch can do something because this is sad. Like, I think there was a stat somebody brought up, a picture someone brought up, saying I think the most goals scored by a team in the bottom half, and Chelsea was there.
Yeah, that was me.
They were
That was
there among
the bottom.
the poppers of the Premier League, man. Yeah, you guys were there. Like, you know how sad that is? Because when you guys spent the amount of money you spent after Zoe was signed, we were saying, could they make a push for the top 4? Nah, that did not work out, bro. Because what's the point of loaning Felix?
They made a push for the bottom 4.
No, what?
Ricardo.
But look, what was the point of buying all those your January transfers if
Gatlock,
this was going to be the result?
I don't know what's going on. Gatlock, I've shouted, I've screamed, Gatlock, I have no idea. All I'm saying, Gatlock, is give Abramovich back his club. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
but
I listened to this guy yesterday.
You know,
Wait, hold on, Zima.
You know what makes this whole situation worse for you? It's the fact that 30% of your points came under Thomas Tuchel. That guy got fired like. Bro, how's that
first in September.
He saved them. Thomas Tuchel. If it weren't for Tuchel, Chelsea could have been down there.
Are we looking at relegation battle without the Tuchel?
and plus and then you owe the EPL 5 goals according to the table. And I look at your record and what was the point of? Well, first of all, we got men in the mud. That was the whole point of the transfer. I enjoy that soundtrack.
I don't.
It actually hits different now. It hits it different.
It's different. It has so much layers to it. But to be honest with you, like Chelsea, man, listen, man, Poch will do something with this team, but how much is he going to do? Like, he still needs players. You guys still need a striker, regardless. Well, Lukaku's coming back. I don't know if Poch get the best out of Lukaku.
Well, what if he gets Harry Kane?
Harry Kane, FFP, man. They're just like us. They can't. There's certain rules that they can't go above. So I don't see that.
Stop pocket watching.
I don't think rules has ever stopped Chelsea from doing anything.
No, it's doomed, man. It's doomed for Chelsea.
Elijah, what are you saying about this Chelsea situation, man? Elijah, is this in America? Okay, go for it.
It's all I ask for you is to help me out. All I ask is that your club can help my club. I'm sorry, that was ESPN. I just need your club to help my club to get top 4. At this rate, bro, I don't even know if you can even do that. So
you're not getting top 4, just relax.
Honestly, let me dream, Artie.
Liverpool fans piping out, man. Come on. Except
they can make. Always. Sorry.
They can't. No. Like Elijah, top 4 is not happening. Like that's not.
No. Liverpool can. They can just try and push out.
But they should accept that they're not going to. That's
I can't.
Big words, RDS. Big words,
RDS.
Okay. So Elijah, like, where did Chelsea go from here, man? Because we're not here to do you any favors. This is a clinic for Chelsea. So,
HH, where are you gonna go, HH? Freaking Kristaps told us if Abramovich wants the club back, it might not be until 2030. So, I mean, man, it's
the positive thing.
At least this. No, but to be fair, Elijah, at least many of these players will still be there. I think Modric will still be there. Enzo Fernandez will be there. Many of these players on prison sentences will still be on their sentence.
Yeah,
unless they go on parole. That's the only way they might not be there.
The only way.
Bro, didn't Enzo sign a 10-year contract?
He did.
Imagine.
This guy's on an MLB contract. What the hell?
You guys
I think Enzo retired early. Let's be honest. This guy cashed in. After he won the World Cup.
Yo, that ball spot is crazy, HH.
So you guys remember when I put up the... So you guys remember when I put up...
You know why you deserve this? You deserve this because of the UCL. That UCL that you robbed in 2021. You deserve this. You deserve this.
No, the Zola era is coming back, guys.
That more than they robbed.
To be fair, the Zola era is coming back though. So there's that. Like I said, man, there's always something to look forward to.
Is it possible you guys can cancel the Nkunku transaction?
Nah, man. He already said
Man is looking for that receipt, man.
Imagine.
HH, can I speak on this?
Elijah, I think
this is the thing that's bothering me.
Else. Someone might actually.
No, here's the thing that's bothering me.
Potentially. Also,
I'm sorry. I was gonna say I was gonna say I'm writing a letter to Chelsea Football Club and Liverpool Football Club to end the transaction of sending Mason Mount and Conor Gallagher to my club. HH, I've told you, I'm going to tell you this again. I do not want those criminals in my club's colors, please.
But he's a 10 though. Conor
Yeah,
Gallagher.
he's a 10.
I will find a different 10.
Ricardo, thoughts on the situation happening at Chelsea right now? Your general thoughts.
It's a mid-table club. They're just mid. That's what they are. And like, look, I haven't been around long enough, and like I said in the before, like This is who Chelsea are without the money, I'm assuming, before Abramovich, mid-table English side. So we're actually getting a look into the past, where they are right now.
History.
That's what
history.
This is history. Yeah, and I'm a history merchant. I'm a history merchant. So
Ricardo,
That's
600.
literally where.
You know,
yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of dud in my opinion. Like, how many teams spend 600 million and get worse? I mean, Newcastle, I don't know how much they spent, but they got significantly better. You'd expect that, but come on, man, nobody spends 600 million and gets this significantly worse. How do you spend 600 million getting borderline relegation battle? Like, that's impressive in itself. Look, I don't really know what to say. Chelsea are just look. You guys better hope that next season this doesn't continue because
that's the only thing. That's the only hope, man.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. Like, come on, man. It's just disgusting. Like,
the players
shame.
The players have
It's a shame that we invited us to be in the Super League, man. It's embarrassing.
Ricardo, all their players,
One at a time. RDS.
No, I was just asking Ricardo because Ricardo was talking so good. Could you at least, when do you think that Chelsea will be back in the Champions League?
Ooh, I'm looking
next season because they're just maybe
25.
Nah, not even because Arsenal could do something.
Arsenal gonna go down, but they
No.
But hold on.
Wait, hold on. Answer Ricardo.
Man City are definitely gonna be there. They're probably gonna do 4 in a row. United are gonna get better in my opinion. Newcastle might say what's up again. Liverpool, you never know. Arsenal. Look, they might not even make Champions League.
The competition is sick,
They actually will. They actually will. You know why? Because they're changing the whole format and heritage tax plus coefficiency position. So 6th place could be Champions League spot. But are they going to make it to 6?
No, it's 5. It's 5.
Hey man,
Aston Villa. Yes, Aston Villa saying are they going to make it to 6? You know, like
Aston Villa.
It's supposed to be 5.
It changes for the domestic cups because they're saying that if you win a domestic cup and say like because of a team's position, it could become a stepping stone for other teams.
No.
But you're saying Chelsea can luck their way to the FA Cup?
No. How's he going to win a trophy? How's he going to win a trophy if Poch says, Eagle, trophies bring eagles? So that's not their end goal.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know how to do that.
Don't say this about Todd Boehly, right?
I think Todd Boehly, right?
Wait, hold on. Wilton.
I know you saying Todd Boehly needs to pay for it. I'm gonna say this about him. Yes, he bricked it up this season, but I think his heart is in the right place. I really think he wants to win. He wants to win. He's going at it the wrong way.
You can drop the brick if you want.
Let's keep it real though. What new? I've never seen this before. I've never seen a new owner just come out of nowhere, just spend 600 million euros, like just like that. I mean, he tells me he wants to win.
Wilson, because he had to. Abramovich puts in a clause where he has to spend a specific amount. That was part of the deal of the new owners coming through. And that is why he's a fool, because he spent it all in one go, not thinking about anything.
He doesn't know how football works, so it is what it is. So hopefully this summer he gets the right people around him to take Chelsea out of this mess, man. Because the Premier League that's why I know what you're trying to do when you say, "Oh, it's trash." It's not. It is a competitive. You've seen it firsthand. It's competitive. Like, it's hard for you guys to get to the top 4. City is the only team I think the last decade that's been making Champions League consistently. United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, they don't make it consistently. City's the only team that's been doing it because they're just a very well-run club. So it's competitive and it's gonna get even harder next season. So you guys better sort this out this summer, man, because Aston Villa are not going nowhere. Unai Emery is not going nowhere. Newcastle coming back. Arsenal, they're a very young team. They're going to be even hungry, I hope, next season.
Why are you giving him hope, Wilson?
United are coming back. Spurs, say what you want to say about Spurs. Making top 4 is their trophy. So if they get Nagelsmann in, making top 4, that's their trophy. So, hey, man, good luck to Chelsea, man.
Wait, hold on. Let me take the doors and I'll come to AK because you know you've been waiting. Let me hit some Dubinsky's and I'll come to AK. Let's see. Shout out to your boy Ifman. If Todd Boehly wanted a proper Chelsea interim for Pierre, they should have got John Terry. No, as he's an unknown, while players still remember how bad Frank was. Now, here's the thing. I still say no to John Terry, but that makes more sense than Lampard. Oh, no, I know. But let's say they went for him. It's still a bad decision, but it makes more sense than Lampard. Lampard, he's been sacked twice. So we know that you're crap. So what got it into your sick mind that you would hire a guy who has already been sacked twice and whose record with Everton was horrendous? Like, guys, have you seen Lampard's last 20-something games? It's ridiculous.
Who else was available to hire? Like, did they have anybody else on the list?
Wilson. If it was between keeping Kratos and hiring Lampard, I'll take my chances with Kratos.
Wait, who's Kratos? Potter?
Bruno, the guy.
But Bruno declined the job. He didn't want it. He said he doesn't want the pressure.
Wilson, listen to what I'm saying. If it was either Bruno staying or getting Lampard, I'm putting a nuclear warhead to the head of Bruno and saying that if you don't take this job, I'm going to fire this nuclear warhead on you and your entire family. So Wilson, I think if a nuclear warhead is pointed at me, I think I'll take the job. I think I'll take the job. You know, so no, Wilson. Let me see, get nuked or take this Chelsea job. Yeah, I think I'll take the Chelsea job. I think I'll take the Chelsea job. Man.
Hey, quick question. Would you much rather Chelsea have this season they're having now, or have saw this in December?
Because that's it. It's funny. That's exactly what I said. Remember, I was the only one in the hangout. I was the only one in the hangout saying that Potter you guys should have never sacked Potter. Just finish up the season with Potter. It is what it is.
Hey man, answer the question. Answer the question,
Ricardo, you know what the answer to the question.
HH was celebrating. Wait, what is that?
Wait, hold on. Let me see the dogs. I'll come to you. Let me see the dogs. Talent FC. Norway Partey saw United's hair and lost his what? Okay, Norway Partey saw untied hair and lost his
Haaland hair.
Rapunzel tax.
Wait, English Talent FC is not from England?
No, he's. I don't know. Nobody knows where he's from.
He is.
QC8.
For continuity, yes.
Larsa lost to a volcano, Lavi, too hot to play. Oh, Barca lost to right? Well,
Frank Garcia.
Respect Rayo, man.
Elijah, it doesn't matter. Real Madrid got 4 pieces by a guy from Alabama, so. Wait, hold on, man. From Alabama. Shouts out Forrest Gump. Basically, Forrest Gump dropped a 4-piece on Real Madrid. So if man, imagine Arsenal picks up form after trashing Chelsea at home. At that point, he must sack Super Frank and bring it in Posh before preseason. If man, here's the thing right now, Wilson, I don't give a damn. You get rid of Lampard now. Because
you can.
Wilson.
And who?
Anybody. Wilson, I don't. Okay, Wilson. I listen to what I'm saying. Wilson, we have arguably one of the worst managers in Premier League history. Wilson, name anybody.
We told you to keep Potter for the remainder of the season, but you're like, no, sack Potter. All you guys wanted Potter.
Wilson, who said to hire Lampard?
Nobody wanted the Chelsea job, like in the middle of the season.
Potter. Wilson, do you know there's a thing called money? Go to that retirement home, pull out that drip that is connected to Hiddink and so forth, take him away from his retirement home and force him to manage this freaking team.
The reason
Wilson, there's a thing called money. Do you know what more money is?
Why doesn't Luis Enrique Nagelsmann win the job? Why doesn't Luis Enrique Nagelsmann win the job? Even though you get money, they don't want
Wilson, these flipping morons did not offer Nagelsmann the job because they said, "Oh, we are still looking." No, Nagelsmann could have taken the job straight away. He wanted the job straight away. But these clowns were saying, well, we're looking at other guys and so forth. Wilson, it's a mess. It's a mess. Wait, hold on. Just say AJ. I love Ramsdale, but I need Seaman back. Short saved 5. Look, if not for Ramsdale, that's 7. Ramsdale single-handedly stopped it from being 7. Let's be real.
You got to save that KDB first.
See, Nick, yeah. I know. The only one who can score at Chelsea is Felix's girlfriend. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. All right. Kelvin's a hero. The Nigerian Albert Wesker, known as HH from Resident Evil, hates E. Haaland because he heard rumors that Haaland slept with his girl called Rafa. All right, so
Kelvin. You mean
I'll say this.
Oh, wait. He's just getting worse, or is it me?
He never gives up, though. I'll give him that.
No, but I think his jokes are actually getting worse. They're getting worse.
Respect the comedian.
Maybe hold on. Let's go. Jay Jokin. Thank you, Putin, for giving us this entity. All right.
Yes, Putin.
All right. English Talent FC. No way Felix's girlfriend got more shots on targets than
Oh,
All right.
That's why.
Okay. All right. All right. David C. Someone dig up and resurrect breeding. Yes. Wherever Hiddink is in, threaten his life, threaten his family's life, and force him to marry this African.
Yo, why do you like moving like a terrorist? What's Chelsea done to you?
Because
RDS.
it's
Isn't Rangnick
desperate.
available, RDS?
Hold on. Kante passed to Al. He just let it go and walked off. Because confidence is low in this team. Confidence is low. Calvin Terrero. Eden Hazard graduated from McDonald's kitchen. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you for that. Kelvin, thank you. AJ, CFC, you're nothing special. We lose every week.
Yeah, I think that's the chant. That's what rival fans are chanting.
Yes. Is Rangnick available by any chance?
Wait, hold on. David T. I mean, I'm not surprised by Joao Felix. He used his mates' partners getting clapped and doing nothing. Okay, he's used to it. All right. David, okay.
Is he a cock? Is he a cock?
Okay, all right.
All
right. AK.
Girl. Why is
AK,
girl, by the
AK
way,
and then Guled. AK and then Guled. AK, talk to me. AK.
HH, can you please zoom into my AVI? Why? That's not.
Oh, no, sorry, that's not your area. Okay, that's Guled's AVI.
Either way,
sorry.
that's bad.
ITAX. Yeah, I'll take him back.
ITAX coming from the ITAX merchant. Wow.
At least he drew his game. No, he didn't lose the game unless he drew.
To be honest, I don't think like people have been saying things that Chelsea Pochettino's not good for Chelsea. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Pochettino, surely he's not the best guy for Chelsea, but like he's gonna do well with Chelsea. Like, okay, he might not win you the biggest trophies, but you're underestimating where Chelsea are at the moment. They're very, very far away from winning the big trophies.
Yeah, there is shit.
Pochettino can get you at least to a point where you're competing for those titles and be solidified in the top four, which is what you need at first before you go on to win trophies. So I don't understand why you think that Pochettino is a bad managerial shout. You have a lot of young players. Pochettino can develop those young players. He can make the team play better football than you are right now. So what's wrong with Pochettino?
Pochettino is a clear sign that you're aiming for mediocrity and you have zero ambition.
Not like who are you gonna get then? Who are you gonna get now? That's my main question. Who are you gonna get now?
Nagels, based on the damage already being done, is who can do the best with this squad. And Nagelsmann was the best option in terms of can you do something with this squad based on the players that have been bought and so forth, and the sets with the players or the guys are available. Nagelsmann was the best choice.
Do you think to be honest, do you think you were surefire to get Nagelsmann? Because I think PSG are gonna fire Gaultier. Real Madrid might leave.
AK. I know on good faith that Nagelsmann was ready to take the job. And it was Chelsea who were dilly-dallying and were not ready to offer it to him because they wanted to look at other people. Nagelsmann pulled out because he thought he was going to be given a clear offer to take the role, which Chelsea didn't give to him. So,
okay, maybe so. But why does Nagelsmann deserve, and why does Nagelsmann think he deserves everything to be in the Chelsea job? Why shouldn't Chelsea look at other candidates and determine who's the best?
Because
I'm
Chelsea, because Chelsea, you are in no position to dictate terms. You are right now. You are clowns right now. You need help. You are desperate for help. And the guy is saying that I am the best possible candidate, and he knows he's the best possible candidate. And every Chelsea fan knows that between him, Pochettino, and Enrique, you see, here's the thing: if Chelsea did already spend 600 million, did already have the squad, I'd probably say Enrique, based on his experience and him building a team of his liking.
Yeah.
If Enrique comes in, you can't spend another 600 million due to FFP because the damage is already done. So you have to get a player who can do the best with the mess that's already here, which is that you've already spent the money already.
But hasn't Poch proven that he can do good?
Poch is a mediocre merchant, bro. He's
That's
a
what
mediocre merchant.
You're not gonna win trophies with any of the
AK, I don't give a damn. This is still Chelsea Football Club, and I still have standards. And I'll always have standards. I'll always be sport, and I'll always have standards. I will never celebrate the hiring of a mediocre coach, and that's Pochettino. I'm sorry. Abramovich spoils me to have standards, and I will remain having standards. Chelsea go for trophies. Pochettino is a guy who celebrates not winning trophies. I don't want him anywhere near this freaking club. This is a fact. I'm sorry.
PSG.
No, he didn't. He lost the league title.
I,
won the
he
league
won
cup
it.
in that
He won it.
season, didn't he?
I
No, he
think
lost
if you
to
didn't get
to
Nagelsmann,
his last season.
Wait,
Pochettino
wait,
was
wait,
the
hold on. Okay.
I think if you didn't get Nagelsmann, Pochettino was the second best option you could have gotten. And Pochettino, he's not like he's a bad manager and you're not going to improve. You're going to get top 4 consistently. After that, you can probably
No,
say,
they're not.
okay,
Don't know.
Pochettino.
Oh, top 4 consistently
Oh,
based on
damn.
what?
Like,
All right.
you can.
AK, don't sell them hopes, man. Don't sell them
Okay,
hopes.
fine.
Yeah, come on,
Chelsea
please.
can get top 6 consistently.
All right. Okay. Guled, talk to me. Guled, take the mic. Guled.
HH, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, my guy.
Cook, man. Cook.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and
We can hear
clear.
you. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, big up to the panel, man. Big up to the panel. Big up HH. To be honest with you, for your own mental sanity, don't expect anything from Chelsea for the next 2 seasons. HH.
Wait, hold on. Let me just.
And the reason why I say
let me
that.
just get the.
The reason why I say that.
Wait, did you say 2 seasons or was I to hear you wrong? Did you say
2 seasons. 2 seasons.
Minimum. 2 seasons minimum.
2 seasons. And the reason why I say that HH is because we are getting from bad to worse. There is no logical way I can look at this and say there is light at the end of the tunnel. I'm sorry. Big up Splash. Man. HH. By the way, AK, with all due respect, we're not Marseille. So please, let's not talk about Pochettino. And if you really want to go deeper, there is no coach that's going to be 51-year-old and then you expect him to become great after he hits 51. If you go to 51 as a mediocre person, you will die as a mediocre person.
Jesus.
So let's just leave it there.
Wow.
And in terms of Chelsea HH, there is no direction. There is no plan that I can see that is put in place in terms of a 2-year plan or a 3-year plan. We wanted to get winners in, aka like Luis Enrique, and I would call Nagelsmann even a winner because within how many years was he in coaching? 4 or 5 years max, and he already won a title. You know, these kind of coaches wanted to compete within a year or 2. I guarantee you any money, HH, this so-called management or owners that we have, we're not ready for that. This is why they call us Project 2030. We are Project 2030. So if that is going to come into fruition, then we have to wait until 2030. Then we'll have to wait for our savior, Abramovich. Because before him, we're going to turn into the new O2 Arena, which is the new stadium that's going to be built. And we're going to have amazing concerts with Drake, Rihanna, Beyonce, and so on. But in terms of footballing knowledge, HH, we have to be real. These people are not making any sense in football terms, in logical decision-making terms, even as human beings that care about the betterment of the fans' terms. So either way we dissect this, I don't see no way back for us. So for the next 2 years, HH, take a hiatus. You've got 4 more leagues to pick from. You're the analyst goat for a reason. Enjoy life and don't worry about this club, to be honest with you.
He has
that has to be one of the most depressing speeches I've ever heard since I've been doing this YouTube thing.
HH, can I respond to Guled once?
HH, if I don't respect you, I wouldn't be honest with you.
Guled,
Quick question.
Why do you think that if you get a winner, like if you get a winning coach, a winning coach is going to help develop 20-year-old, 22-year-old Mudryk or 21-year-old?
No, but that's not the point. Nagelsmann and Luis Enrique developed players as well.
Wait, hold up. What am I doing? Hold up. Oh, sorry. Continue. Yeah, you were saying, Zibin, what you were saying?
No. I was trying to say I disagree with this whole idea of like the I think AK brought up this whole thing of like
Zeman, invest in mental health. Did you hear what I said, Zeman? Zeman, did you hear what I said? Zeman, did you hear what I said? Zeman, I said invest in mental health. Zeman, I cannot take this anymore. Zeman, I can't. Zeman, I am not used to this.
This is survival of the
Zeman, you can't. No, hold up. Zeman, you can't go from being one of the biggest clubs in the world to being battling in the bottom half of the table. Zeman, this is crazy. Zeman, Zeman, did this ever happen to Barcelona?
Or yeah, last season, technically, we went from
Zeman, wait, were you battling relegation? Were you 11th? Were you 11th?
Like, Chelsea's going to be like Nottingham. Like, they're going to get relegated a few times.
Two Champions Leagues. Just like Nottingham Forest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2 Champions League, 2 Champions
Might take
League.
a while to come back.
By that definition.
Then you're going to start your whole team. And
guys, I level with you guys. I can't do this anymore.
I think we have all these titles. Stamford Bridge the brothel because you get F'd every single week.
I can't do this anymore, man. I can't do this.
Might as well rename it.
Yeah, at least there's the playoffs for NBA, man.
All right, let me hit this, man.
Albert
Cardenas. Hire Craig Boehly or Frank Lampard for Chelsea manager. They'd be better than this dude, though.
Yes.
At least they'll do so. I thought it'll be better. Like for me, would you rather go with an unknown quantity or a known trash quantity? It makes more sense to go with an unknown quantity than a guy who I know this guy is trash. Who knows whether Frank and Craig are trash? But you know that Lampard, this guy's a bum. So how would you hire a known bum? Because it's backfired. These stupid, idiotic losers who go into Twitter spaces and so forth. All you care about is PR, but it has fallen flat in your face.
So the American owners, they lost the arm.
Wait, hold on. Silver Spring. Congrats to Gallagher for winning Chelsea's goal of the month.
HH, if you agree with that last statement, not this one, the one before, then at this point you should hire Bruce Arena.
Gilbert Arenas?
No, Bruce Arena, the old US manager.
You know what? He will actually do a better job.
I gotta be honest.
There's always clues.
I know it's funny, but even Gianfranco Zola will do a better job than this.
Of course he would. Talents FC. Why is RJ and Mount at home ever since Felix's girlfriend? Okay. Talents FC, don't you have any decorum? Don't have any decorum. Albert Cardenas, respect Poch. Anyone who can bring out the best in Dele Alli is a world-class manager.
That is true. That's a
world
dub.
class is a far stretch.
You think I care whether that's true or not? I don't. I don't give a damn whether he turned Dele Alli into one of the best in the world. It means nothing to me, man. Guys, you know what?
You need to eat those ice cream.
I need some mental health.
Are you beating Arsenal on Tuesday at least? You're beating Arsenal. We can't have
By the way, HH.
Yes, sir. Good. Talk to me.
007 incoming.
007 Chelsea.
Oh wait, yes.
He's on 005. He's on 005.
Well, HH, we can brighten up the mood by talking about some Saudi Pro League conversation. Come on, man. There's some good news happened yesterday.
Okay, Ricardo, lift up the mood. How many competitions has Cristiano's?
I believe he's done. What would I say? A reverse treble. He's like been knocked out of every competition.
No, what's the domestic cup called?
I think it was King's Cup, or whatever you say in Arabic.
No, it's called King Fahed's Cup. King Fahed's Cup.
King Fahed's Cup.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, he got knocked out of that too, and he dropped an eternal stinker. Look, he's knocked out of every competition so far, so I think he's pretty consistent. But that, it's going pretty good for him.
I mean, at least they qualify.
But Ricardo, that's the thing though. Even Cristiano slander can't even help me now. Because normally that's always this. And also, Ricardo, keep sending me those DMs. They do lift my spirit in the morning because I always check.
But HH,
because whatever I say yes, I can Ricardo DM. Yes, I'm happy.
HH, can we rename Stamford Bridge the brothel? Can we rename it the brothel?
Abdallah, I give up. Okay, last thing on the match of it. Last thing I'm here. This is AA feels about thank you, my brother. Big up the brother who summed up Chelsea's future, man.
Exactly, man.
I mean, you know what, guys?
The GOAT.
Arteta actually made a very good point. Angola, I think is it worth it for your mental health?
Yes.
No.
Is it worth it? Because see, here's people say, look, man, guys, make money. content and so forth. But here's the thing, though, because I don't think you understand.
You fumbled the Mbappe.
There is almost so much. I've shouted, I've screamed, I've been pissed off. I don't think you know how much I hate Lampard. It's just like I really hate this man. Like I have a deep hatred for this man. So when RDS puts this up, and I told him to do this, it really angers me. Just saying him makes me sick. So guys,
who has a bigger forehead, HH or Lampard?
Lampard was the founder of the complicated Chelsea show.
I'm glad. On that note, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow, where I hope that United can put 7 past Tottenham just for more bantam and peace out. Stay true. One love. Peace out. One love. Peace.